Bruv, take his dick out your mouth, man.
Relax.
No.
Whoa.
Yo, we'll fight.
Fam,
Right.
We'll fight.
Cole doesn't do everything good.
We'll have a one-on-one.
Cole doesn't do everything good, man. Gotta talk about ad-libs. What Cole ad-libs does he even do?
You actually don't.
No, it's the way he said dick. Like,
Yeah, it's legit the way you said it. Like,
Fam, just-
yo, that's
He
a
doesn't have
capital.
ad-libs.
Yo, that's a capital D, fam.
just
Pause.
What's up, everybody? Welcome to another episode of Rhymes Like Dimes with me, Yemi, Mo, and Peter. How are we doing, gentlemen?
What's going on? What's going on?
Yeah, I'm cool, bruv. Just, trying to recover from this sore throat, but I'm here.
You have a sore throat?
I do, man.
What you been doing?
What?
Yo,
Wow, I'm just ill. What do
Listen,
you
fam, I don't want to say it. Yeah,
What you been
but-
doing that you got ill?
Yo, I don't want to say it, but whoa.
mean? Mo, piss off, man. No, it's just been a long week, man. I feel like I'm a bit run down. So that's probably all it is.
Stresses of life.
I'm not gonna lie, I'm mad
Trust
tired.
You mad tired?
Yeah, fam.
Well, we were all out yesterday, weren't we? We were out in
Mixie boys.
no, we're not going to call ourselves the Mixie Boys. That's already taken. Let's call ourselves something else. I don't know. Like, we'll think of a name, but not the Mixie Boys.
Not the Mixie boys.
Don't we already have a name?
Well, yeah, the name of the podcast, but not.
I liked how spontaneous it was, though.
Yes, it was
Yeah,
very
it was-
spontaneous.
It
Very
was random
spontaneous.
because I was going there just like, yo, what's everyone saying?
Yeah.
Pete said he's about.
I was literally leaving there.
Oh, for real?
Because I was in Liverpool Street. Yeah.
Okay. I knew Yemi would have come out, but Pete is a bit of a granddad, so him saying yeah was a bit of a okay.
It was a
No, am I wrong?
revolutionary.
Am I wrong
thing.
though?
No, you're right.
Yeah,
You're 100%
like,
right. I love my house.
for Pete to be like, yeah, I'm coming, I was like, oh shit.
Yeah.
Yeah, Peter doesn't really go out much,
Yeah, nah, man.
which I kind of am with him on because
He's
more I
scared
go out,
shit.
the more I realise like nightlife is rubbish.
Yeah, it's overrated, man. It's not what it used to be.
Very much so. Very much so. But it was a good night out.
Went Box Park. So
we
one
went
guy
to
did
Box
the
Park.
most.
We heard J. Cole's Workout twice,
Song. Great song.
which is incredible because I don't recall anyone playing that song in the last 35 years.
Yeah, no, who plays J. Cole at a club?
You're right.
2 people yesterday.
You're right. 2 people yesterday. You'd be
people
surprised. It's a new day.
And there was one
I mean,
guy.
that explains why a lot of people left as well.
Oh, so you want to lie like this?
I'm telling you the truth.
What kind of demons?
So what? They didn't leave.
No one left.
Ah, bruv, they
Did we not
left,
stay?
man.
I mean, we were gonna stay.
Did we not stay?
We were gonna stay.
Did you go?
Afterwards, yeah.
I saw you rap along, by the way.
Yeah, it's a banger. I'm just saying.
No, I'm done with this guy. No, I'm done with this guy.
But
No,
I'm just
done.
saying though, like, no one really plays J. Cole at a club.
Alright,
That's
cool.
true. He doesn't
No,
really
I
have-
respect that. I respect that. You can't.
Well, that's the only song you would play, to be fair.
True.
He hasn't
No,
really
yeah,
got.
no,
He
he
hasn't
doesn't.
really
He
got
doesn't. He
club
doesn't. He
songs.
doesn't. He doesn't. He doesn't. But then
It is what it
it's
is.
innit? We saw one guy do the most.
We did. We
Saw
did.
one
We
guy
did.
do the utmost, bro. Start clapping his feet.
Yeah.
That was in step
He was
over.
playing hopscotch, wasn't he?
Hopscotch, step overs, double dribble.
But they flip flap.
Yeah. Just
Legit down flip flap.
audience. Just imagine like an out of rhythm white man in a room full of black people playing hopscotch in the middle of the dance floor. It's just as messy as it sounds.
It was too much, man.
I realized I'm a granddad.
You are granddad. You
Oh,
barely
yeah.
dance.
Why are you granddad?
One girl was like, yo, how old are you? 18. Whoa. 10 years
Whoa.
older than you.
Yeah.
I'm a granddad.
You are
I'm
granddad.
proud of you though, man.
Why?
Because with all the R. Kelly you've been consuming,
I don't listen to
Could've
R. Kelly
gone
no
the
more.
other way,
I don't listen to R. Kelly no more.
just saying.
I don't listen to R. Kelly no more.
Is it?
Listen, I need everyone
Do you
to
remember
understand.
what
yeah.
the intro of the last
I was
episode
singing it.
was?
I said it on the
Sky was
intro.
saying, "City of
On-
Gotham."
Yeah, the city you love. But I said,
See, yeah, you even want to finish the line.
yeah, no. I said,
Why are we revisiting this?
No,
I'm
'cause
just
no,
saying.
wait. I definitely need to get this out of the way. I said I loved listening to him with the ED. I don't fuck with R. Kelly anymore.
Okay.
However,
Listen, you don't have to
however,
explain
it. You don't.
however,
You don't
no,
have to
definitely,
explain
definitely,
yourself to
no,
me.
it definitely hurts. However, if we're on a night out, and someone plays "Step in the Name of Love"
I'm not stepping in the name of love.
until they play "Step in the Name of Love,"
I'm not stepping in the name of love anymore.
for real.
Nah, man, I can't.
All right, cool. Well,
Can we stop saying you're gonna step in the name of love?
I'm just saying.
Can we don't just say dance to the song?
Nah, man.
I feel you.
so you're telling me
You're
right now,
stepping in the name of love.
so you're telling me if they play R. Kelly, your head's not nodding.
Nah, man.
You're a liar.
Why am I
Because you're
alive?
lying.
Why?
Because you can't help it.
I can though.
You can't.
We are not about to
I
spend
can.
a whole time talking about R. Kelly.
Man, fuck R. Kelly.
Thank you. Mo, how's your week been?
You say?
How's your week been?
Work,
Work. Selling them contracts.
podcast, work. Same.
Feel you.
How's the love life?
Listen, fam. Yemi, how was your week?
Embarrassing today, man.
Yo, listen, fam. Stop asking about Peter. How's your love life?
It's great, man.
Is it
Shout
great,
out my
yeah?
babes, man.
No names now.
Rosh, what's good, babes?
Okay.
Oh,
fam.
my.
I'll say it with your chest. Say it with your
Yeah, I
chest.
said.
Try for we are the bus, fam.
Listen, man, I'm here, man. I can stand it. It's cool, bro. I said I can take it. It's nothing.
Okay.
Fair enough.
How's everyone else's week?
It's all right, man. Any other week?
Any industry events, yeah?
Nah. I mean, there are probably industry events every other day, but I don't really go to those. I don't really be getting invited like that. But also,
That's a lie.
it's true. I don't really be getting invited like that. The industry that you know of, I'm not really in that. I don't really get invites like that. Personally, it's more so like the Excel side. Go to events like that, but that's like normal stuff. Oh, we did go to a listening event, but I'm going to keep that one closed because can't say much about that
Is
one.
it
you
an
say
artist
for who?
that's signed to XL?
Yes.
Can you say for who?
Can I guess?
I cannot. No.
Can I guess?
No.
J. Paul?
No.
No, don't do that. Don't do that.
Alright, cool.
That's a man's
It's
job.
not J. Paul.
Alright, cool.
We'll move on.
Alright, cool.
Yeah, definitely move
Let's
on,
do that.
fam. It's a man's job.
We didn't
Yeah.
even talk about the Kamasi gig. I just realised. I don't think we touched on it last episode.
No, we didn't. We went to see Kamasi Washington at Brixton Academy. Was that 2 weeks ago?
Yeah, about that, yeah.
Yeah.
That was dope, man.
Yeah. It was a
Shout
great
out
show.
one of the eBay twins,
Shout out Lisa.
yeah, who I was fortunate enough to meet for the first time. So that was cool. Yeah.
But anyway, yeah, thank you for tuning in, guys. We appreciate all of the listenership so far. Shout out to all the people in the States, in Malaysia, Sweden, all that good stuff. And thank you for the feedback as well. Continue to bring that through. There was one thing I wanted to address about the feedback, and that's people asking for a shorter length time. To be quite honest, it's just not going to happen. Like, we're three passionate dudes who like talking about hip hop. The conversation is going to go a little bit long.
Talk that shit.
Please bear with us. And if anything, just break it down. If you don't have enough time to listen to it in one go, that's cool. Every listening ship counts. So it's all good. But yeah, you're not getting any shorter. Please.
All right.
You told them, boy.
Sure.
No doubt.
We co-sign that.
Yeah.
And with that said, let's do some podding.
Podding.
Where would you guys like
I'm
to
not part of
start?
this team, bro. I'm not part of this team.
What?
I don't like the word podding.
Why not?
Because
It is a bit of a weird word.
let's
though,
just say,
innit?
let's just start talking.
Why is podding a weird word?
It's weird, bro.
Podding?
Podding.
Yeah, it's a bit
There are
strange.
weirder words out there.
Like what?
Like what?
Supercalifragilistic.
All right, cool. Let's get it cracking.
yeah,
man.
let's get
it
into
cracking.
podding,
Let's
man.
get it cracking. fam.
Yeah.
I'm just saying, man.
So, guys, what are we starting with?
Well, you've got a very long list of paper on your side there.
I like to be organised, man.
What's on your docket?
I like that.
Yo,
I
who's
think
these-
I think the first thing we should discuss is rappers who we felt should have been big, both US and UK.
I agree with that.
So yeah, man, you might throw some.
Yeah,
names out.
for a bit of context, obviously we have this podcast, but outside of the podcast, we just talk about mad subjects like this on a regular. So we thought it would be good to just translate that into some podcast chat. So one of the main things we've been talking about recently is rappers from here and the US who should have been bigger than they are. And
But sorry, is that because of them though? Maybe them not reaching that next level.
I
Is it
think
because
it's
they didn't fulfill their potential, or is it maybe
it's a mixture of things.
It's a bit of both. It's them not reaching their potential, but also
It's outside forces as
Yeah.
well, like labor disputes.
the
maybe,
industry not giving a fuck.
yeah, stuff like that. It's external and internal. I don't think you can pin the blame solely on one person if things aren't going their way necessarily, or like brush ups with the law, all that kind of stuff.
How do we gauge not reaching their heights, though? Are we talking commercial
I think it
success?
depends on who we're talking about.
That's what I'm saying.
I don't think
Someone
there's-
like I don't know, Scorcher. I don't feel like he got to where he was supposed to and where he had the potential to go.
Scorcher definitely did.
What you feel like he
Nah, I
did?
say he didn't.
Oh, yeah. I feel like it might in turn be because of him as well. I don't know all his life, but I think he had a couple issues with the law as well.
A few run-ins.
Yeah, a few run-ins with the law. So I think that kind of may have like derailed him as far as what his trajectory were. Because in the movement, which is the group that he derives from,
Yeah.
right, I thought he had the biggest potential. I thought he had that crossover. He had the potential to have that crossover appeal. So the fact he never actually made it there was mad. Like he made, and I think this is a horrible song, but it seemed a lot of people liked it. Lip syncing.
I hate that song.
Yeah, same. But people liked it. So he clearly had it in him to make like the poppier songs. And he had the rap skills as well. So I don't necessarily know, why.
Where would you have liked to have seen him go? Because obviously at that time, it was a bit peak for UK music in the sense of grime artists were slowly going to the other side of like poppy or more electronic sounding hits. I imagine in that landscape, he probably would have gone down that route if he was going to be like this mainstream commercial guy, a la Dizzy, Tiny,
Chip.
Tinchy. So
Yeah. I think he had the potential to go where Tiny ended up as far as, because I think Tiny caters a lot to the women. And just from speaking to a lot of like my female friends, a lot of them always thought he was attractive. So that, as well as just being a good rapper, having decent hooks in some songs as well, would add to the package as well. So I always just thought he had the potential to just make bigger songs than he did. He just never did it.
is that because is it because of his brush ups with the law? Or is it just a
That
mix of
probably
things?
derailed him a little bit because it's hard to have momentum when,
You keep getting in trouble.
yeah. You know what I'm saying? So that probably had a little bit to do with it as well.
It's different, but at
That's
the same
different
time,
as well.
it only helped him. But I suppose it depends on the climate at the time, I suppose.
Also
Maybe.
depends on the music. I don't think Scorcher had the music.
Really? You see?
I think he had the music to back it. Scorcher could rap,
Yeah.
but do you think he had the
You don't
music?
feel like he had the potential to...
He had a potential, but he didn't have. Like 6ix9ine had the music to back it up. Because with the potential, you still need to come through at least with the music a little bit. Do you know what I mean?
I felt like...
I don't think he had the music to back him up.
I
He
think
had the look, the bars.
To me, Scorcher always... I think Scorcher had a bit more of a crossover appeal than Wretch. And Wretch was able to make it over. So I don't understand why a Scorcher couldn't. I think the difference between them is that Wretch never really got in trouble like
and
that.
stayed on
Whilst
course.
on course.
Yeah,
Yeah,
he stayed on
exactly.
course. Wretch definitely stayed on course.
He was able to. But in my personal opinion, not to say that Scorcher rap is better because he definitely doesn't. And no disrespect to Scorcher because I'm a big fan. But Wretch, raps better, way better.
But then
And like Wretch was able to still
I
cross
feel you.
over.
I
So
feel
I
you.
don't see why Scorcher wasn't. Scorcher to me showed more.
No, he definitely did. Because
that
I remember,
crossover appeal than
'cause
Wretch.
I was growing up in that area and I remember both of them. And it was Scorcher's name more than Wretch.
You know
Wretch
what I'm
was
saying?
because I'm from Tottenham, innit?
We all
Wretch,
know that, bro.
I'm just saying
Yeah,
it.
we didn't know that at all.
Shout out to N17. But I remember Wretch was always known as the rapper. Like he was known as you can't fuck with him. But Scorcher for some reason was like, yo, he's gonna go. He's gonna go far. But then for some reason, it was like you heard about Scorcher one day and then it's like the next. It was
Just
done.
stopped hearing about
Yeah,
it,
bro.
yeah.
But he was on top way for a bit, but I'm just saying music wise.
Yeah.
It's like you heard about Scorcher one day and it's like the next. It was done. But if we're keeping it to Tottenham, which I want to, I feel like Double S had more potential than
Then Scorcher.
both. Yeah. From where I promise you in Tottenham, the only reason why I think Double S never made it big is because he was loyal to a fault.
Yeah.
Also,
To Marvel. To Shock and Vortex.
Yeah, so those that don't know, he was in a group.
Yeah, he was
called,
in a group called originally, they were called, I forgot what they were.
I just knew them as Marvel Crew.
Nah, they were called originally, there was like 15 of them and they were called, what was it called?
15.
There was like, not 15, there was a bag of them back in the day. Well, this was, I was like year 7 and 8.
Okay.
There was bare of them and it was like, some crew, I don't even remember what they were called because I was a kid these times. And then I remember, just naturally, I think they all started to break up. And then they became Marvel with the three of them.
And
But
I think
then-
Double S kind of came up with Chip as well, because I feel like they may have
Nah,
gone school.
Double S was rapping before him.
Didn't they go school together or college together?
No. Double S went. Actually, I think they went to school together because Double S, I don't think went to Northumberland Park. I think they both went Gladesmore, potentially, if I remember correctly. I might be wrong here. Don't quote me on this. This is going back 13 years ago. But I think they both went Gladesmore. But I think Double S was older than Chipmunks are older than us a year, and I think Double S was older a little bit. But Double S was always for me the guy that had the most potential. He could rap to me better than all of them. He had songs because I remember he had From Day, which was a big song. But I think he was loyal to a fault because wherever Double S was, Shock and Vortex were. And I don't think they could hold up the way Double S could. Do you know what I mean? If he kind of left them, I think, earlier, I honestly do believe Double S would have been big. And I also think Double S got maybe the best flow that's come out of the UK as well.
Yeah, you've said that.
Do you know
big,
what
big in what way?
I
though?
disagree with
Big
that.
in what way?
Would you
'Cause
say
I feel like-
flow-wise?
Yeah,
But that's just an opinion. But I feel like flow-wise, Double S got busy. Double S flow was amazing.
No, I'm not disagreeing with that.
Yeah.
I don't think he has the best.
I said
flow.
one of. Put it in that context.
Yeah, that's
Big-
a
big-
conversation for another day.
He said that's a cop out.
I'm not having this conversation. Right?
Big in what way though?
It's
Because
hard
There
to-
are different definitions of what big means. Because there's a big of like you're a big pop star. There's
Nah,
a
he
big
could've
of,
been-
Like, you're very well respected
He
in
could.
the scene.
He could have. He could have been rich.
What, Double S?
I promise you. I promise you.
What did you see to make you feel
Double S got busy.
Yeah, but that's not enough.
That
It's
is
not enough to just be lyrically nice.
No, but he wasn't lyrically. Plus, he had. I remember his mixtape was big, but I'm only coming from someone that was in Tottenham when he was rapping and listening to his. Because I remember I had Teachers Training Day, which was Wretch's first mixtape, and I remember I had Double S's first mixtape, which I forgot it was, and he had From Day or whatever, one of the first. They were both amazing, but Double S for some reason was the guy everybody fucked with, and I don't know why. It just never. I'm not saying he could have been Chipmunk or he could have been fucking Gigs. I'm just saying he could have been big. You don't hear about Double S. If you ask right now, 20, 21, 22-year-old Double S, they most probably might not know him. So I'm not saying he could have been amazing, like fucking selling 100 millions of records. I'm just saying I think he could have got a little more respect. So I might be not talking about success. I might be just talking about respect. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
I feel like he does get overlooked a lot. And I fuck with Double S heavy. So it might be just biasness as well. But yeah, that's one person I always thought should have been bigger
I
than
thought
what he was.
Bashy. I
You know,
always.
Bashy.
Yeah, I was.
Bashy got big though.
No,
I
but
feel
not-
like he
not on
could
the
have.
musical level. Not on a musical level.
He only had like 24 some shit.
But he was only able to really get big after, well, post music to where he's acting now. I don't think he was ever really that big as like a musician. Like big. I think his biggest moment was Black Boys.
And Art Carlos.
Yeah, but that's not a musical.
Come
Well,
on.
it is a musical moment, but it's more of a cultural moment.
Nah, no more.
So if Black Boys is like the main thing we remember him for,
He didn't really.
then he didn't really. I mean, amazing song, uplifting song, like it's a classic. But if we're looking at impact, if we're looking like his potential, he was definitely could have.
What was
Did you guys
what was
listen
his
to the-
potential though?
Huh?
What was his like? If
Well,
you had
I
to
mean-
compare it to someone.
I mean, he could have been. We keep saying Wretch, but he could have been in that position as well.
Or Bashy.
Yeah,
I think he could have gone further.
Nah.
Well, he was probably more marketable. To be
Yeah, exactly. That's why he could have gone further. Because it's about that. I'm not saying he raps better than Wretch. I'm not saying he raps anywhere near as good as Wretch. But I just feel like. yeah.
How big are you lot viewing Wretch?
For what he does, Wretch is quite big.
He's a legend. Well, he's a legend, but also
Yeah. For what he does,
his-
come on.
He's definitely
man.
no. I'm just asking because I feel like Wretch is the best that's ever come out of the UK. So obviously,
When he did the tractor tune and the other song with example,
I remember- and he also
that
had-
was that was his
that was
highest.
that was
point.
his height.
But he had a number one.
No, I feel you. I'm only asking where do you guys view him? Because for me, Wretch is the best. That's how I view him.
was it number one?
What?
It was top 10 or something.
Tractor was
Tractor.
big. Tractor was massive.
No,
Then
the
he
other.
had-
I think the other song.
the example was big.
Yeah, the one was example. I think that
yeah.
was bigger than the one with.
And then he
the
also
Tractor
had
song.
the song with Gets in at the Ghetto.
I don't count that.
But that might have been hood big.
Yeah, that's
That's
yeah.
hood big. That's hood big.
Yeah, that's definitely would be.
That's hood big. That's what.
That's essentially what we're saying. Like some of these guys were like hood big, with the potential to become like big, but some of them either stayed hood big, or kind of just faded away from even being hood big.
Yeah, some people didn't even make that. You're right. No, you're right. You're right.
Is Double S still hood big?
In Tottenham.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Really?
Yeah. Double S is respected in Tottenham.
What about Scorcher?
I don't really hear his name like that.
There you go.
Not to say everyone knows Scorcher can rap.
I think he just came out of prison though.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. But the thing is, everyone knows Scorcher can rap. But Tottenham's got so many lists of, like, if we're lacking on Tottenham's got the best rappers that's come out in London. That's a conversation for
We're
another
going
day.
to touch that later. Watch.
Yeah. But Tottenham's got the best rappers that's come out of London as a set area. So for Scorcher not to be named is not a knock against Scorcher, it's just how great Tottenham is. Do you know what I mean? But yeah, I don't hear Scorcher's name like that. But Double S's name, I think I still hear as he's.
And Bashi as well. Bashi is still obviously very respected, but
I feel like Bashi's respected though.
Yeah, he's
I feel like,
definitely
I feel like he's
Not
respected.
not as nah. Not
Are you
as
talking
much
about
as you would
commercial
imagine.
success or are you talking about just respect?
No, I'm not talking about respect. This got nothing to do with respect.
what are you
I'm
talking
talking about as far as status and as far as sales and your position within the culture. I'm not
That's
talk-
what I'm
it's
talking
not about respect.
I'm
Respect.
talking about position of the culture more than.
Exactly. And I
Commercial.
feel like Bashi should have been bigger.
For real?
Yeah, of course, definitely. Especially with Black Boys. I think he had the potential to go further than that, man.
What do you think prevented it?
I think the music.
Carlos.
I don't think.
I think Carlos definitely.
I don't know if the consistency was there. I think after a while, because I was quite a big fan of Bashi the Chopper Chops mixtape was like the first one that I kind of got introduced to him, and then he started dropping more and more projects after that. But the projects that he dropped after weren't the best. They were like, it was very inconsistent. So I think that might have been the issue with Bashi, just the inconsistency. And I feel like he also had a passion for the acting thing, and that may have taken away from the music as well.
He's gone big on that though.
So I feel like the acting.
Yeah, he's gone big
So
on
yeah,
that.
yeah, he's doing his thing out there.
Yeah, definitely. I think his priority shifted
Yeah.
from music to acting, and that's good. He's been able to carve out a name for himself in that respect. So, but obviously it's not the same.
Mm-hmm.
Who else is on your list?
What Sway?
Sway is.
Yeah, what happened to him?
Sway had all the tools.
Yo, I
like,
forgot about Sway.
Yeah, what
he
happened?
had songs
No,
for
honestly,
everybody.
I forgot about Sway.
Little Derek is still an amazing song.
Yeah,
Yo,
Up Your
I
Speed.
Yo,
Up
I
Your
forgot
Speed.
about
This
Sway.
is
Just that
my-
whole album.
Yeah, This Is My Demo. That was a classic, man.
I actually forgot
Yeah,
about
that's
Sway.
it.
Now the only Sway I care about is Sway in the morning.
Didn't he sign to
Akon.
sign to Akon?
Yeah, he did.
He signed to Akon and nothing really was the same after that. Like we never really heard him.
Yeah, I don't
Yo,
know.
I honestly forgot all of. That's a good shot.
Mm.
I'm not even bantering.
I think it might have been like maybe a decade ago or maybe a few years ago. I was just flicking through. I think it was Channel AKA at the time, and I saw just like a new song that he had made, and I was like, "Rah, that's Sway." I haven't seen him. I haven't seen him since like 03, 04,
Did you listen to it?
I can't remember what it sounded like, but it was obviously nothing like what he used to make. But Sway, man, he could have been big as well, man.
Yeah, lyrically, he was always dope to me, man.
Because he was kind of in the same like circles as like the Mitchell Brothers, the Streets.
Yeah.
I reckon he could have at least been at the Streets level. I think as far
Yeah.
as visibility, because everyone knows who the Streets is.
So
Like,
why
Skilla.
do you think it went wrong?
Maybe bad decisions. Maybe like signing to Akon was obviously
Akon
in
and
retrospect maybe not like the best move
for UK artists.
because it kind of just stunted his growth. I feel like before he signed, he was organically getting a lot of buzz, and it could have translated into more recognition. But obviously, when someone who is Akon, who was like very big at the time, is gonna throw money at you
You're gonna
and
say,
like
yeah.
invest in you, then you're gonna want to believe in the vision. But it obviously didn't translate into lasting influence, appeal, or anything like that, because he kind of just fell off the radar. I feel like I feel like that's a pattern with like UK rappers, especially. They just fall off the radar.
Well, who else?
Well, all the people we've mentioned.
Who else?
Can't think off the top of my head, but I just feel like it is a prevalent theme.
The
Of like,
Jammers,
Jammer.
Bear Man.
You say Jammer?
There you go, Bear Man. Yeah, just
Yeah,
that-
but I don't
just
know
that-
if Bear Man
Mr.
should have
Wong.
ever been big though.
Mr. Wong.
No, Bear Man was dope though.
Say Mr. Wong.
I did say Mr. Wong. Yeah, look, he had a hood anthem.
No, we need to stop it.
He had a hood anthem.
No,
man.
stop it.
I'm just saying.
Stop it, not Mr. Wong.
Chat to your man.
Yo, stop Mr. Wong, fam. Not Mr. Wong, fam.
And I know they're still making music, but New Brand Flex as well. New Brand Flex were big back then. I still remember.
I only
Gash
know-
by the
I think they
Hour.
were hood big.
I only know one song.
Yeah. But of course. But at the same time, they were visible.
I know maybe
In a
two
sense.
songs of
in the
New
hood
Brand
anyway.
Flex.
But and I don't know, but it's another example of people who just fell off the radar, rather than like people who could have just like.
Yo, what happened to Mr. Wong?
Huh?
What happened to Mr. Wong?
I think he's a nurse now. And he plays football. with
He's a
our-
nurse?
with our brother.
Shout out to Mr. Wong, man.
What does he?
I think I remember him saying that he bumped into Mr. Wong, like just playing football.
Shout out to Mr. Wong, man.
Yes.
Nah, man.
Nah, the shy man.
Nah, man.
What did he do
No,
to
we
you?
definitely got to shout him out, man.
Shout out Wong for.
You know.
Yeah, shout out
Orchestral
damn
Boroughs.
Wong.
Is that the name of
Shout
the
out-
song?
What was Mr. Wong's song again?
shout out
Orchestral Boroughs, no?
There was Mr. Wong's song again.
Orchestral Boroughs.
So he had another one.
He
Yeah,
had
the
another
number
one.
one.
Yeah, I forgot what it was. I was gonna say learn Chinese, but that was Jin.
I was thinking about that as
I
well.
was gonna say learn Chinese, but that's Jin. And I thought
Ooh.
he racist.
Crazy Titch.
Like he went jail,
Obviously, he went jail.
so we can't say that.
No, obviously.
Should he have been
But-
bigger?
Yeah, but he had his Crazy Times mixtape, and that was good. So
I'm gonna be
he had
honest.
I feel like he definitely had the potential.
I'm gonna be honest with you, yeah. On a personal level, that is no.
I think he
I think
definitely had the potential.
I think Titch, if he didn't get do stupidness, then yeah, but he's
Yeah, but
he's
again,
an idiot, bro.
but again, it goes back to your definition of what big is. Obviously, he was hood big. He probably could have been a little bit more visible in like the public perception. Obviously, he was for all the wrong reasons. But for the music, I feel like if he kept his head on, then maybe he would have like got to another level. Personally,
Do you guys feel like Sneakwalk made it to where he should have been?
I feel like is he not still on his trajectory?
Sneakbo was he's
I feel like he's
interesting
been
one.
lapped. I feel Sneakball's a proper good case about this conversation. Because you remember Sneakball when he first came out?
Yeah, he was like
Like
the talk of the town.
to me,
man.
Sneakball had the biggest impact
jet
straight
ski
away.
wave.
Do you know what I mean? Like, I mean, no one's ever come out the gate like he reminds me of. You remember Chief Keef? Remember when Chief Keef just come out suddenly in America? That's what Sneakball reminds me of
That's a
UK
great
wise.
comparison.
Yeah, but then it's like he had
Sneak Ball was
just
a little bit more consistent.
yeah, obviously. Shout out to Chief Keef though, he's a legend. And I stick by that. I stick by that, fam.
Yeah.
Love so.
I mean,
no, finally,
for
Rich.
drill music.
Yeah,
we
that's
gotta
all
give
I'm
him that
saying.
one.
If you start a whole genre, you could be called a legend to a certain extent.
He didn't start it. He pioneered it.
Cool, whatever you want to call it.
Cool.
And finally, Rich is a great album. With that being said,
Wait. No. We ain't doing this, man.
Yo, Peter.
Chief Keef is a legend.
To a certain extent. To a certain extent, he is.
To who?
To youths.
What youths?
6ix9ine.
Listen, nah, man. Chief
Listen,
Keef
fam, I
is
had
on
enough
the
of
ground,
you, yeah.
Anyone who
man.
came before him.
That's all I'm
After him,
saying,
sorry.
bruv. All of these kids are products of Chief Keef. Do we agree on this? Whether you like them
And
or
they're
not.
all trash.
That's my point. I'm just saying.
So what, is he a legend
well,
of trash then?
Listen, whether you like them or not, he's still their guy,
Audience,
right?
I like to let the record show that the loudest Peter has ever been on this podcast so far is to call something trash.
Listen, fam, Peter, take your old hat off for 2 seconds. That's all I'm saying, fam. Don't get angry at me for saying he pioneered some
He's
kids.
not on the ground though, so he doesn't see the.
You know what I mean,
influence
fam?
in
You know
real
what I mean,
time,
bruv?
feel me?
He's that
shacked up
bougie
in his
lad,
house,
oh,
with
yeah,
food and
bruv.
shit. He's not worrying about the
Bruv,
streets.
You know what I mean, fam? I came into him playing some.
You ain't hood.
You man are silly.
But you know, but anyway, back to our conversation.
Sneak
yeah,
Ball.
so I feel Sneakball's cases mirrors Chief Keef. They both came out. It's a weird one. I don't feel like he's ever hit the heights.
Thing is, it got a bit.
He's still
political,
going.
though.
What do you say?
It got a bit political for him though.
That's my point. I feel like he was. I think it was the police and everyone didn't let him have a
He
show.
had to lay low.
Yeah, they didn't. They literally banned him from having shows across the UK. So
Sneakball?
yeah, like feds really got involved and were like,
That's what they tried to do to gigs as well.
yeah, that's my point.
That's what
But
he
then,
did to gigs.
and
Oh,
gigs,
so-
remember, gigs was
They were
quiet for
doing
a
that to
while.
Nines until recently.
Yeah, and gigs went quiet for a while. Like let's not act like gigs didn't have a quiet patch for years.
No, you ain't gonna
Well,
say that.
He did stop
he was
it.
consistent.
years.
He wasn't
Not for
necessarily
years. For a
quiet.
couple of years, gigs was quiet. I'm
Was
sorry.
he?
I don't necessarily think he was quiet.
Between
He just couldn't perform live or go to America. I think
was
I think he's still not
nah.
allowed.
You lot acting like I'm on drugs. I remember gigs was
I'm
quiet for a
starting
little
to
bit.
suspect you might be.
Yo,
There wasn't.
fam.
I don't think there was a period where gigs was like quiet.
Was gigs
for
not quiet
years.
for a
You
little?
say
He's
years?
always,
Aye.
been releasing projects. Though.
Yeah, since he came
I feel like he
out,
was quiet for a minute.
Well, I mean, after talking the hardest, after like
Look,
there,
That's what
but
I'm
he
saying,
was
fam.
always he's always been making music.
yeah, but so is D'Angelo. No one cares about him.
True.
What I'm saying.
But Sneakball, he was definitely like Sneakball. He was definitely.
Yo, Peter, I apologize because he looked like
I
one
ain't
of
gonna say that.
Peter giving us the death stare right now. If he had laser vision, there'd be no podcast.
Not serious. Man.
But Sneakball, it definitely got political for him. He definitely had to lay low for a minute. But I do think since he's kind of returned over the last couple of years, it's not that he's just like resumed things, but he's still managed to
I agree with that, but what I'm saying
keep a
is,
level.
I feel like if they never blocked him, he would have been bigger than.
Oh yeah,
He would have surpassed a lot of artists.
I
That's
agree.
what I'm saying. And
100%.
I feel bad for him because obviously it's not his fault. Do you know what I mean? It was just the feds were being funny and blocking him. But Sneakball, I think, is a perfect case of. I feel like he should have been bigger. The way it was.
Yeah, he should.
He's still done well. Don't get me wrong. It's not saying he'd never done well. He's still got a lot of hits. Just he's one artist. I feel like.
Did Chipmunk get to where he was supposed to? You
Yeah,
think he did?
yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah.
100%.
He had a number 2 album, 2 top 10s,
I think he had number one hit, a number one single.
a number 1 song with Oopsie Daisy.
Oopsie Daisy as well.
I think
I think for the
Transition
clim-
was
I-
top 10.
Yeah, I think for the climate at the time, like grime MCs becoming pop stars, like
I think
he is the prototype of
Yeah,
success.
I think Chip and Chip's good because I feel like Chip when he was making it with CDs and everything, so he went commercial, and then recently he got the hood success back. Do you know what I mean? He got the respect back as well.
Yeah,
Because I feel like he left. I think he lost the respect when he started making pop songs.
he did.
But then I feel like over the last 5 years, he regained every bit of that.
I think that's because he went back to his original formula.
Which what I was about to say. That's literally what he done. He was like, "Fuck this, let me just go back to rapping."
At the same time, though, I do still feel like, as much respect as he's gained back, I'm not sure if like he can ever really properly gain that proper respect back because of the fact that he went pop.
No, I feel like he has.
No, I think he has.
I think he has.
think?
I think he's gained every bit of respect back.
Maybe not on a mainstream level.
I'm literally talking. Yeah, but I'm talking about hood.
But his
us-
core,
yeah. To us lot, I feel like everyone knows
Yeah,
Chip.
to us lot, of
Chip
course,
can
but-
rap right now. Like everyone knows Chip gets busy.
Of course, but at the same time, I do feel like there is that block there.
think?
There is that block there that's like between like full respect, and okay, we still win pop.
Really, you think that?
I don't think there is anymore. I
I
feel
don't
like
know,
It's the
believe
same
it,
with
man.
Dizzy though, because Dizzy's now like back to rapping.
I think that happened with Dizzy.
Huh?
I think that happened with Dizzy.
It
I
happened with
think
Chip too.
no, but I don't know if Dizzy got it back. I feel like Chip did though.
I don't
think
feel. I feel Chip's got it back, but not Dizzy.
Dizzy hasn't got it.
I don't feel.
I feel with Dizzy's a bit different though, because I feel like Dizzy started alienating himself from the scene.
You feel like he
So-
got. You think
Yeah,
he
for
got.
sure.
He thought he
Yeah.
felt himself.
Yeah, for sure.
For his own reason.
Whereas I don't know if Chip did.
No, because
Too much.
Chip got commercial, but still was making some features UK.
It was still-
wise.
yeah,
He was
exactly,
still
whereas-
around. Chip was still visible UK. I feel Dizzy the minute he got commercial
Yeah, he
success,
was gone.
that's what I was about to say, he disappeared.
Yeah.
It's like, yo, fuck you, man.
Yeah, he was gone.
He done that Craig David shit. Like, he's
And
like,
that's,
yo,
yeah, and that's the problem when you alienate like your where the scene in which you come from. Like, how can you expect the support to still be there? Even the respect.
Nah, facts.
You know, everyone tips their hat off to that boy in the corner. Maybe Showtime, but then after that, it's kind of like
So you don't feel Dizzy got his respect back?
I don't think so, man.
I can see why though. I can see why he would alienate himself because of what happened to him.
Well, when he got stabbed.
Yeah, that's gonna affect you. And if people in the scene who are meant to back you don't back you, you're gonna become paranoid. And
But
you're
I
gonna
don't-
get
but-
yourself away from that scene as
But
much as
fans,
possible.
but fans don't see that.
Of course,
Which-
it's only with hindsight. that we
Yeah,
can
do
say
you
that
know what I
now,
mean?
but-
Fans just look at it like, yo, he got too big, and he thought, I'm bigger in the UK. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah,
And it's only recently he started rapping again.
true.
But I feel like Chipmunk's got every bit of respect back, honestly. The beef with Young and the beef with someone else, I forgot who it was.
Everyone, man. Tiny,
Like he can, I'm saying, yo, Chip can rap.
of course.
Like I
People know that.
believe him when he says I don't run out of bars. Like, do you know
Yeah,
what I mean?
fully.
Like I believe him, and he's from Tottenham.
No doubt.
I'm saying
We're gonna stop mentioning Tottenham rappers on this podcast.
we're not though.
We need to stop
said a
it,
few you Tottenham rappers more than any other area. That's what I'm saying.
I feel like there's a bias there.
There's definitely a bias.
No,
there.
because I said Chipmunk reached these heights.
Nah, it's fine. It's whatever.
You don't feel like Peter? What do you think? Because you mentioned him.
I don't know if he did.
What do you
I think he could have been bigger.
How big?
I mean, when he was doing the songs like the Oopsie Daisies and the song with like Chris Brown, I don't know, man. I just felt like he could have kept going. I don't know if he was up there for long enough, and that's why I asked if did Chip get to where he was supposed to. Like, I don't know if it's enough for you to just do it for like a year. Maybe have a number one year. Maybe your album's like does decent in that year as well,
But-
and then that's it.
But 2 top 10s. I don't think another UK artist
Yeah,
done
but
that.
in one, yeah, but I need consistency though. So because that consistency wasn't there, that's what I'm asking. Did he really get to where he was supposed to get to? Because I'm sure if he had had another year like he did that year, we'll be having a whole different conversation about Chipmunk. But because he didn't, you kind of have to look at it a bit differently.
So do you think he's lost potential? Like, is he a case of lost potential?
Yeah, because when he when he did have that that year where he kind of was just killing everything, I think the following year was that the same year? When did he do the Chris Brown song? Was
He
that
done that a couple of years later.
Like,
Okay,
20,
yeah.
He done
11,
Oopsie Daisy.
I think at that
And
point,
then that was the I Am Chipmunk album. Then he done Transition.
I think at that point
something
he
like that.
was he had a lot of turmoil with the label, and that definitely like took a bit of the
He
momentum.
signed to Grand Hustle.
Yeah, but I feel like that didn't do nothing for him though, and I feel like at that point it kind of took a bit of the steam out of the momentum, so it kind of stopped him from getting to where I believe he could have got to. So that's why I was asking whether did Chip really get to where he should have got to.
Fair enough. I feel like he did. Because, like you said, I think number one, the way I look at it, he had 2 top 10 albums amongst having signed to Grand Hustle, who I don't think T.I. knows how to manage a UK artist. Do you know what I mean? I think he put all his energy behind Iggy Azalea, and he still had a great album. I feel Chim, and then now he's back to getting busy in the UK. I feel like Chim got his respect.
Well, no matter what, he's still one of the most commercially successful rappers to come out of the grime scene. So he'll always have that. I do see what you mean, though.
Yeah.
He probably could have been, if it weren't for whatever
could have been
troubles
what,
he was having, he probably could have gotten more number ones, gotten more top 10s, all that stuff.
That doesn't mean he didn't hit his height.
Of course not, but there may have been more.
Fair
like,
enough.
you obviously have a peak, but you can.
Nah, I feel
You
you.
can keep
I
peaking.
just don't feel like he's part of this conversation.
I don't necessarily think so either.
Yeah, I don't feel like he's part of this conversation. I feel like this is people who literally just never even got to where they. Do you know what I mean? He at least reached somewhat where he could have, and I feel like the people we've mentioned have never even hit at that. Maybe Barsway, but everyone else, I don't think even reached
I don't
tenth of what they could have.
I don't know if there's many artists from the UK that I feel like could have been bigger. I think considering what a lot of artists do and the content of their music and the style of their music, I understand why certain UK rappers don't get to that next point. Especially where the way that the industry is set up, the poppier you are, the more quicker you can blow as well. And a lot of, our favourites from the UK don't necessarily display the ability to make the poppier songs. So I understand why a lot of them don't kind of cross over.
Yeah, you make.
You're right.
You know what I'm saying?
A lot of them can't.
You think any female artists in the UK?
I'm surprised Lady Leisha didn't.
I was
Get
going to
bigger
mention
than-
her, but I feel like she's big. She does have a.
She
It
is-
seems like she's got a fan base. That's big.
No, she's definitely got a fan.
Yeah,
base.
it seems like
She's definitely blown up.
Yeah.
But she caters to a different type of fan. Like she's obviously very like she's in her music. Like she's funny. She's comedic
Comical.
and stuff like that.
Yeah.
So it may be like this is just what I'm saying, but maybe she isn't taking as seriously because of that. Maybe if she was talking about if she wasn't being funny and she was just like borrowing or whatever, or like being poppy, then maybe she would have been higher. But because she's not necessarily boxed herself, because she can still make those type of tunes, but that is her strong suit.
You feel like she dumbed herself down?
No, because she can rap. But she can rap and still tell jokes and be comedic and be funny, but in a way that she's actually spitting. Like Queen's Speech 4. Like that, a lot of it was jokes, but she was barring.
And she's got a Black Panther song that is sick.
Does she have any hits?
Nah. What's it? Do you mean
Queen's
commercial success?
Yeah.
Or like,
No,
nah.
I'd say.
Does she
Queen's
show?
Speech.
Sorry to cut you off. Did she show the potential to make one of those?
Queen's Speech is big. That's got a following, like everyone she drops. But commercial success,
So is that equivalent to say Stormzy's freestyle in the park?
Yeah.
yeah.
Okay,
Yeah. That's a good
because
shot.
that's
Yeah.
what made him blow, innit?
Yeah.
Did that chart?
What?
The freestyle.
Which one? Stormzy.
Stormzy, yeah.
That child, yeah.
Now, I'm not personally a fan of her rapping, so I just want to point out there, it's not like I'm a fan of this person I'm about to say. But should Paige Keiki be bigger than she is?
Off image, yeah. But
That's
I
what
don't
I'm
know
saying.
if the music backs it up.
That's what I'm saying. I'm not a fan of Paige Keiki personally.
yeah.
But I'm just thinking, should she be bigger?
Maybe.
Off, she was on.
I understand
she
why
was
you
on-
said it, though,
Do you know
yeah.
what I mean? She was on Waterloo Road. She's got the image.
Waterloo Road.
That was a sick show.
That was a sick
That was a
show.
sick show.
What?
But like, do you get why I say her name though? It's like
Yeah.
just everything seems in place for Paige Keiki.
Yeah.
But for some reason, it's like it never. Maybe because I don't feel like the music backs it up, but I'm sure
I could say
some
the
of it.
same about Miss Bratt as well. I feel like Miss Bratt is in the exact same position. Like she
Yeah,
had the
that's a
look,
great one,
She had
actually.
the look. She had the appeal.
No, yeah, that's a great shot.
Like she had like little minor hits, but still like hits. Like
I used to fancy her like crazy.
everyone did.
I remember I tweeted her one time. I was like, "Yo, let me take you out."
Wait, when were you ever on Twitter?
This
Yo,
was like years
you
ago.
can read
That's
my-
how you
legit-
know it was
yo,
time
you,
ago.
Yo, you read my
Wait,
mind.
wait.
You read my mind.
Asked Miss Bratt out to dinner on Twitter.
Yeah, bro. That was back in like 2012. I
I
was
can't-
maybe 2011. I was in university.
Yeah, that was a wild time for Twitter. To be fair,
I'm not gonna lie, I didn't make it good.
And I was, what you tweeted Megan Good?
And she replied
Did she?
3 times.
What she say?
I've got my favorites.
What she say?
One was like, "How are you?" One was like, "God bless," and the one was something else.
You got to show this, man.
So, oh, what? Yo,
No, you
fam.
got to put it on an IG page.
Okay, if I'm about to say, fam.
You got-
Yo, I live my truth. Yo, me and Megan Good were one tweet away from going out, fam.
no, you weren't.
Everyone knows the rules. Everyone
What
knows
do you mean? What rules?
After 4
Yo,
public
Yemi's a
tweets,
bastard.
Everyone knows
How
the
you gonna
rules.
say no? You weren't.
everyone knows the rules.
Megan Good, B.
Everyone knows the rules.
What rules?
After the 4th tweet, it goes to the DM.
Is that
Is
rules?
that a rule?
Yeah.
Bro,
Bro, I don't think you might not deep in what I'm saying.
Miss Pratt responded
Yo,
to me.
you
though,
might not
man.
deep in what I'm saying. Megan Good
Oh,
responded to man
caps.
3
What'd she
times.
say?
I think it's just a smiley emoji.
Yeah, she passed you on.
Didn't even answer your question, bro.
Like,
Hey,
you might
relax.
ain't deep in what I'm saying,
That
fam.
smile means it all, bro.
Yo, you might not deep in what I'm saying, fam. Megan Good responded to your boy 3 times. Like, hear what I'm saying.
Shout out to you, man.
Nah, fam, this is before she got married as well.
Feel you.
I had a chance, cuz.
You did, yeah,
I had a
you
chance,
did. You had
fam.
a chance. You had a chance.
She ended up marrying that big head, fam. Oh,
I know you ain't talking about big heads.
What? Devlin Franklin?
yeah, fam.
He's a preacher, bro.
And so,
You're right. Let me take it back.
Show us
No,
some
you're right.
respect.
You're right. Fam. Take the shackles off my feet.
Miss Bratt though, she
My mum
was-
used to love that song, man.
Well, I just whatever it is. Yo, fam.
Yo, my mum loved that song.
Yo, you know I'm a Muslim, yeah, but you know
Mary,
what?
Mary.
Yo,
Shout out Mary, Mary,
shout out to
man.
Mary, Mary, fam. You know what other song I
How you shouting
like?
out Mary, Mary.
Yo, you know what other church song I like? Yeah,
What?
I'm a Muslim as well. Fuck, what was that song, fam?
What
It was
song?
the last song they sang in Fighting Temptations. But he still loves me. I ain't no
Why you looking at me?
The spotlight. ain't
Don't look at me,
shining.
bro.
Yo, no
Wait,
one knows
look at
the song.
Saeed.
Saeed.
So you might not know these
I
gospel
don't know
songs.
that song, bro.
He still loves me. At the end of Fighting Temptations.
I haven't seen the film.
Kind of demon, fam. Did you watch the film?
I've never watched the film.
So I'm here by myself here. I'm the only motherfucker in this room that's a Muslim, and I know the last song of Fighting Temptations.
Yes.
Is that a big film?
Beyonce wasn't it?
Is that a big film?
Give it nah.
Alright, then.
But wait, am I the only one that literally knows his church song?
Yes.
For real.
Yeah. I know Mary, Mary. I just
That's because that was basically a hit.
Yeah, it was.
I'm the only one that knows He Still Loves Me.
Yeah.
With that being said, go listen to this. He Still Loves Me. It's a great church song.
So Miss Bratt, she definitely had the look. She definitely had the appeal. For whatever reason, it didn't happen. So that's another one.
I think,
As far as women
again, that is also a case of the music not supporting it, man.
go. I agree.
A lot of these artists, they just don't show the consistency to do it as well. They just don't, let me not even say that, but yeah, they just don't show that oomph to kind of get to that next point.
I got someone.
Well, I generally feel like the idea of hyping someone before we've really seen what they can do. Obviously, as a journalist, you have to do that, but at the same time, it is a bit mad because it places so much pressure on that artist. And if they can't do it, then they become the subject of topics like this.
What was Miss Bratt? Was there hype?
I'm pretty sure there was.
I think it was based on her appearance, though.
Yeah,
No
of course.
disrespect.
Of course, but
Not to say that she couldn't rap, because she was actually quite a decent rapper, but I don't know if the music was there.
I mean,
The rap skills ain't enough, man. Unfortunately, in my world, like, if you're nice lyrically and you rap over good beats, you go platinum. In my world, Mos Def goes platinum. Common goes platinum. The Roots go platinum.
Unfortunately,
but-
it's not a fair world.
You feel me?
That's
fair one.
You feel me?
Fam, that's a
Unfortunately,
Jay-Z
it's not
line.
fair.
That's a Jay-Z line.
I'm just saying.
Is that moment of clarity?
Nah. What?
Because he said like,
If truth be told, I'd rhyme like
truth-
common
yeah, yeah.
sense.
Yeah.
But I did 5 mil and I ain't been rhyming like common
we didn't need you to
sense.
finish. We didn't need you to finish.
That's an amazing. Anyway,
That's a bar, though, isn't it?
It's a bar. It's a bar.
Can I finish the bar?
no.
No.
I got
but
someone
it's-
else.
But let me ask you this though.
That was cohesive.
But let me ask you this though: would Stefflon Don have blown without not looking like the way she looks?
No.
Do you think?
Yeah.
You think she would have?
Yeah, because the music is there.
No.
She's dropping hits.
Yo, looks plays a part. Yo, bugging. Looks plays a part. Lady Alicia could have.
Lady Leash is not making.
No, I'm saying Lady Alicia
Stefflon
could
Don's
have.
music,
No, I'm saying she
though.
could have, but it wouldn't blow the way.
If
Stefflon
Lady
does.
Lesher had made Real Ting or 16 Shots,
16 shots would
Do you
have banged.
reckon-
Yo, 16 shots would no way have banged if it was Lady Alicia instead of Stefflon Don.
no, I could have. I
You reckon?
Bro, I'm telling you, fam, the way the world works, looks plays a part, which is fucked. Don't get me wrong. I'm just saying it does. We can't wait. It's just the way it is.
I still think Stefflon would have gone.
I don't think if she didn't look the way she was, I disagree.
But if the music's there, bro, there are a lot
I
of.
don't feel like that.
There are.
I get
no,
what
I'm
you're
not
saying, but I
saying.
don't feel like if it's just me. I said
There are some artists that the music is there and their appearance isn't that appealing. So you man are basically saying unless your appearance is as appealing as your music, you can't.
it's harder for a dark skinned woman
No,
to
of
bust
course,
than a
of
light
course,
skinned girl.
no.
No, I agree with
Yeah,
that.
that's what I'm
But
saying,
If
though.
if
If
and we're
Lady
acting
Leash-
like Lady Leash is not like cute.
No, what I'm saying
So
is,
let me not
Lady
even say
Alicia's
that.
no, I'm saying she's buff to me. I'm honestly just talking.
But so if
So
but you're saying that if Stefflon Don looked like Lady Leisha,
Not saying Lady Alicia's dead, by the way. I'm just saying.
Yeah, that's
as a
why-
dark
that's why I
skin-
needed to
Yeah, I'm saying
clarify
as a
that.
dark skinned female, all of that. The world.
I
the
don't
way,
feel Lady Leisha's that dark skinned.
No, I'm just saying with the world look at her differently than a light skin. Do you know what I mean? It's just weird, bro. I don't. That's just how I'm preing it. If Stefflon didn't look the way she was, I don't think she'll be as big as she is.
Looks
If you
definitely
give,
have-
for
But
example,
Stefflon Don
let me
isn't
give you a
that,
question.
like,
If you
bad,
give,
though.
let me ask you a question. If you give Miss Banks 16 shots, is it banging?
I think it is.
Wait, give who?
Miss Banks.
Oh, it's definitely bang.
Yeah.
Yeah.
100%. Miss Banks is probably not an anomaly.
Maybe it's
but
just me there
she's-
because I don't really like at least
But she's a
Stefflon
dark
Don.
skinned buff girl who
They're all
who
buff,
can
don't get me
rap-
wrong, they're all
who can
buff.
rap and makes good tunes.
They're all buff. I just feel like with Steph London, looks plays more of a part than her music.
And she's from Camberwell.
That's what I should say. No,
Who's
that
from
makes
Camberwell?
Sorry, wait.
Miss Banks.
Oh, swear.
Yo.
Oh,
That's
shout out Miss Banks.
That's what I should say. That makes more sense. I feel like Steph London's look played more of a part than her music.
No, I think it's equal, man.
I don't think it is. I
No,
think her
because
looks.
she's dropped like
Bro,
good
it's
songs.
just a-
Let's be real. I'm not a massive fan of her, but when I see the reaction, because I don't gauge it by my reaction.
Yeah.
When I see the reaction that her music gets from like the clubs, when I do go club, the like the rare occasion I do go, like
You go clubbing.
nah, every now and again. But yeah, when I see it, like there's effects.
I don't know, man. I just feel like Steph London's looks plays more of a part than her music. That's just me, but that's just my opinion.
I think it's half.
I think it's
half.
balanced.
I think it's
I
half
don't
and
know.
half. I think it's balanced.
This ain't
out.
me hating on her, by the way.
No, not at all.
Yeah,
You're
this
just
ain't me
saying how
hating
you
on her. I'm
feel.
not hating on her.
I feel you.
This isn't even trolling at this point now. It honestly is. I
Yeah.
honestly feel like her looks plays more of a part. Because it's jarring, bruv. Like, look at Little Sims.
Yeah,
Little Sims critically. I
Sims
don't want to go
should
back.
be bigger
I
too,
don't want to go
yeah.
back to Little Sims because we had a whole conversation about the last podcast. So I don't want to bring it back.
She still has time though.
But my opinion is, look at her music compared to Steph London's. This ain't even shit on Steph London. To me, their music isn't nowhere near each other. But there's
Yeah,
a
but
reason
that's-
why
I
Steph
think-
London banged. I'm telling you.
It's not. I don't think it's the looks entirely. I think it's.
I'm not
also-
saying it's the look entirely because you still need a commercial song. Like Hurting Me is an easy song to play on the radio.
I think it's also to do with the type of industry it is as well, and what the formula is to get to that next point. Because Sims doesn't necessarily work to that formula of maybe a dancey track or the poppy ones or whatever.
No, I
Like,
feel you, I feel you, I
think
feel you.
Sims'
That's what I'm
mu-
saying. It's an easy song to play on the radio. for
Sims's
Steph, yeah.
music is more musical.
You know, you're right.
Stefflon Don's is like more clubby.
Radio
like,
shit,
Yeah, like the Bashment Club or whatever.
No, I
like.
feel you. This ain't me hating. I just feel like Steph London's looks plays a major part.
I strongly disagree with
Yeah.
that, man.
It's opinions, isn't it? But I
They
feel
definitely,
like
they definitely play a part.
That's
But
what I'm saying,
it's the fact
Bro.
that- But she does make good music.
Question though, remember Ice Kid?
yeah.
You know him and Chipmunk. There was
But
a
Ice
point-
Kid stopped rapping.
Or did he actually
Ice
just
Kid-
stop?
No,
Pers-
yeah, he disappeared.
Ice Kid, I think I heard personally just stopped
I
rapping.
don't know. It just popped into my
Yeah,
head.
no, Ice Kid just stopped rapping.
Yeah, Ice Kid stopped
And then he
rapping.
came back on the Sound Clash or Red Bull.
Yeah, that was like
Culture Clash.
3 years ago.
Yeah.
And then he
Disappeared
dropped
again.
some tunes.
Oh,
I think
yeah.
Dropped an EP and I don't know what he's saying now.
Because-
he literally disappeared.
Ice Kid was a bit. Ice Kid was.
Yeah,
he
that's what I was gonna say.
That was a conversation, by the way.
That's what I was going to
Yeah.
say because when they both were at
Well,
the
Westwood, they were both at the Westwood.
At around that time and just before that time, Ice Kid had a crazy buzz.
His
had a
buzz was
crazy
bigger than
buzz.
Chipmunks.
Back then it was like the Samsung flip phones. That's what I heard. So
His-
I'd be showing these videos of like Ice Kid freestyling and that.
His
so,
buzz was bigger than Chips.
So I don't know. So it's kind of crazy that he didn't end up where like Chip ended up going.
But he stopped rapping.
When did he stop?
I think surely not long after that, you know.
Really?
Yeah, probably not long after that.
Because I remember from what I heard, he literally just was like, "Yo, he done what low key done."
Just done with the
Did he
industry.
ever really explain why he went away?
Nah.
No.
But we're gonna revisit the Steph London conversation.
Yeah, I think that's
I want to.
that's another convo for sure.
Well, we spent all this time talking about UK rappers. What about US rappers, guys?
I got someone right now.
Who you got?
Drew Santana.
I was thinking about him as well.
Oh, I swear.
Yeah.
Drew Santana. Maybe it's because his teeth went missing. I don't know what it is.
Fam, that
But-
still gives me nightmares.
Yeah.
Yo,
that's
fam.
wild.
Have you seen that picture?
Yeah, man.
Fam.
It's upsetting
50
to
Cent
you,
choked
man.
the fuck
'cause,
out
like,
of it.
You say?
50 Cent choked the fuck out
Yo,
of it.
fam, this guy. And have you not seen him in Love and Hip Hop, the way he talks?
No.
Alright, cool. It's
Yeah.
fuck. Make you watch a clip of Love and Hip Hop and hear the way this guy talks, bro. It sounds so fucked, cuz. Like he's just missing the bottom of his teeth.
Just say no to drugs, man.
That's what 50 said.
Yeah, say no.
You're not
honestly,
better than 50, Peter.
Say no to drugs.
But yeah,
man.
Drew
That's-
Santana
that's-
had.
Say no to lean.
Yeah.
Drew Santana had, I think, 3 songs that banged.
He did.
I remember
He had an album that was.
Yeah. Was
It's
it him that
good.
had the Whistle song?
Yeah.
So he had Whistle, he had Old Boy. He had a few.
Gerard's was killing it at
Jaws
one
was,
point, man.
him and Wayne were meant to drop an album when Wayne was at his highest. And he disappeared.
Yeah, I think he had some like contractual turmoil with like Cam and Def Jam. Obviously, Cam and Jay-Z had their issues. Jay became president of Def Jam.
Like a boss.
And then, yeah, I think that kind of like interfered with where Jarrell's was trying to get to as well. I don't know if he was allowed to release music. I don't actually know what happened, but he was someone that had massive potential, man. There a lot of star power.
Jaws had all that. Jaws had the
Yeah.
bars, the look, the
Yeah.
respect, the gangster. I'm saying like he had it all.
Yeah,
Like
the
that's someone
package.
where he like, yo, you're next up.
And then,
Where's he from? New York as well, innit? Like, yo.
Yeah, he's from New
Yeah,
York.
Queens, I think. Like, you're next
Harlem.
up. Harlem. Potato.
nah.
I'm joking. Relax. I'm joking. Relax. But yeah, look at them like, yo, you're next up, and it's just
So he was meant to be the breakout star for Dipset.
Yeah,
Oh,
man.
for sure.
Yeah.
For sure.
I mean, I only know one Jim Jones song anyway.
Jim's good though.
Man, Jim who?
Jim Jones is good.
Yeah, but the way you said it, man, Jim.
No, I said Jim's good.
He's nice.
Should Jim have been bigger? Should
No.
Jim have been bigger?
No,
Nah,
no.
I think he's where he should.
Hell no.
All right. Good to know, Mo.
He said there was a lot of
No, I didn't like
Passion,
him.
bro.
I'm not a fan of his.
Well, Jim Jones.
Yeah, I'm not a fan of his.
Why?
Because he came to the UK and shit on us.
Did he?
I think so.
When?
Oh, no, that's Cameron. I'm bugging. Cameron came to the UK.
Like, just misplacing his hate.
Yo, my bad. Fuck Cameron.
It's all Dipset.
Because Cameron came to the UK and then was
Shout
meant to
out
do a show.
SAS.
Meant to do a show. And then essentially.
SAS should have been bigger.
And
man.
essentially he didn't do the show, bust out. And everyone paid their money to get a refund.
Damn. Peak.
Yeah, legit, fam. So he ran out of the UK.
It's what it is.
But Joe Santana's my one.
A part of me feels like Freeway should have been bigger.
Why?
Because
Put the beat on.
he had the bars. He maybe not necessarily had anything else, but for the bars themselves, like bars can take you far. And I feel like he probably could have gone a little bit further. Like just been more visible.
His problem
I don't know,
was-
man. I feel like he ended up where he was supposed
That's
to.
what I was gonna say.
I think because of the type of rapper that he was, there was only so far he could go. It's like a Beanie Siegel.
I was
man.
literally going to say that. Look at the people he
Beans
was with.
was-
Him, Beanie, Jay-Z.
No, man.
I'm not a fan of Memphis anyway.
Because the Locks, for example, like their first album did very, very well. And that set them apart as like three dope rappers who can also sell. And obviously they went in their different ways. But I just wonder about Freeway in that respect.
I get what you're saying.
Those are rappers
I get what
who
you're
were
saying.
able to do well.
I get what you're saying.
So I don't see why Freeway can do the same.
Saying Locks, Jada should have been bigger. If he knew how to make good albums.
This is a conversation I want to have because Kiss is in my. I think I said that in the last podcast. Kiss in my top 5. Stroke Kendrick Lamar on the first podcast. How big should he have been then?
With Jada.
Are you talking about commercial success?
Yeah. He had it. He had the potential.
He
For
definitely
commercial?
had potential.
Yeah, for sure. For sure. I don't know why it
I
went
don't know
wrong.
if he did for commercial success.
Why?
Name me a rapper that raps like him that's got commercial success.
What do you mean rapper that raps like him? No one raps like Kiss.
It's hard to explain what I mean. I'm trying to word it.
Like someone of his ilk.
Yeah, like I'm not looking at Kiss and thinking you're gonna sell. Do you know what I mean? I
Well,
don't
to be
look
fair, he had a song with J-Lo. Like, that was a really big song. So
at- what Jenny from the Block.
Jenny from the Block. He had a song with Jenny on the Block. So if we're judging it on that, that is a superstar, and she's featured
You know, you're right. You're right.
a
And
guy
Styles
from,
was on
a
that
guy
song
from
as well,
Yonkers,
innit?
Yonkers as well. So he could have taken that and then, use that visibility to do something else if he wanted to.
I mean, Kiss is in my top 5, so I think Kiss.
Yeah, his rapping ability.
Yeah,
is
no
never
one can
like-
ever deny
yeah,
that.
that can
No, it's
never
not-
be
it's not
called
in
into
doubt.
question. But yeah, I feel like he could have been bigger commercially as well. But again, I feel like that's down to him. A lot of the artists that we've named so
what do you
far,
think prevented it?
him.
Like,
I think there was a certain laziness there. As far as the type of music he was making, I felt like he was happy being in the box that we had put him in. That mixtape, lyrical New York rapper that never wanted to kind of break out of that. So I feel like he got comfortable in that, and he stayed where he was his whole career. So he's just been comfortable dropping hot verses after hot verses, but not really trying to make the music that could maybe take him to that next level. So, and a lot of these rappers, man, a lot of the rappers that we've spoken about thus far, I think a lot of them are to blame for why they never got to that next
Do you think
level.
do you think a common theme of them has been they've been happy to stay in their lane?
Yeah, probably a bit. Yeah, comfortable.
Well, I mean, in the case
That's
of Jada,
it's real. Like, I think if we're all comfortable, sometimes just as humans, like when you're comfortable doing a particular, like if your lifestyle's a particular way, and it serves all the purposes that it's supposed to, and you're comfortable, it's hard to break out of that. So I imagine it's the same with music. If you've got a formula that gets you have income, you get the respect, it affords you all the luxuries of being a musician. Like, I imagine it's difficult to break out of that, and to challenge yourself probably isn't something you want to do, or even try to do, because you're getting everything you want from, being confined to this small box. So,
Fair enough.
I mean, someone like a Kiss, like, it makes sense for him to stay where he is. But yeah, I always thought he had the potential to be bigger.
I feel the same way about Method Man.
Ah, yeah, he's another one I was thinking
That's
about,
a great
man.
shout.
I don't really understand what happened there, man. I genuinely don't get it, because Because out of Wu Tang, he was
He
probably
should
the
have been.
most.
But
yeah.
why though? That's the one I can't give you a why to. Like, I can't give you a reason for Meth. I can give you a reason for everyone else.
Similar to Kiss.
You think
It's
it's just
the, I
him?
think it's the music making ability.
Yeah, I'm not sure how his albums generally,
It's just,
apart from Tikal. Tikal's probably his best one
Yeah.
for me. You know, and that's a shame. Like when your first albums, I mean, unless you're like Nas or whatever, if your first album is your best one and you've been making albums for what 20+ years,
it's not good look.
it's not necessarily great. Obviously, he's had his moments, of course, no doubt. He's had the song with Mary J. Blige. He had the Redman album as well. So he's had his moments, but he
never
probably
should have been.
He should have been. As much as he was tipped to be the breakout star of Wu-Tang, like, he never really got to that point. Still an amazing MC though,
Oh, for sure.
100%.
He's got one of the best flows in rap history to me.
Yeah,
What-
top five.
That's a debate.
That's a
for sure.
conversation. That's a conversation.
Yeah, for sure.
What about Joe Budden?
I agree with this. Yeah, Joe
What,
Budden.
you feel like he should have been bigger?
Bro, Joe Budden.
Joe Budden should have
Joe
been
Budden
bigger.
should be bigger.
Joe Budden should have been bigger.
Joe
I
Budden should
don't
be
know.
Joe Budden had he was on a trajectory. He had Pump It Up, then he had Clubbing. I never heard from him again.
Joe Budden doesn't. I mean, I don't know. Maybe because Joe Budden doesn't really come up in like debates that much, but he was like very well rounded as an artist.
That's what, yeah.
I don't think he gets as much credit for that. Like we know him for the bars and stuff, but as far as being a well rounded artist, obviously he came up with Pump It Up. He had Clubbing with Marcus Houston as well, produced by, we're not going to say his name.
Yo, stop it.
The Piper.
Yo, can you
Don't
relax,
even say
man?
that.
Yo, can you relax? man?
Yuck.
Sorry.
I want to say it now.
He had, was it Fire? He had
Yeah.
Fire
Yeah.
as well, Focus. Like, he had hits, man.
And he could rap.
And he could
And
rap.
he could rap, man. Nah, Joe Budden should have been bigger than what he was, man.
But he was his own. What's
Joe Budden was literally his own demon, man.
was
Like,
his own
he
worst enemy.
fucked himself up, man.
He
But
couldn't be
let's-
tamed.
But Joe Budden's nice with it. Don't get it twisted. He's got
Of
my
course.
favorite mixtape collection
Yeah, I
ever.
agree.
100%. Yeah, Joe Budden.
Joel's Wale.
Yeah, I
Wale.
think Wale should be bigger. I don't really understand the disconnect. I just don't get it, to be honest with you. I don't know why people aren't taking to him a lot more, man. Because he's got the hits. Lyrically, he's good. He's got the commercial appeal. I just don't understand what's stopping him. I've heard he's a bit of an asshole, as far as his personality. So that
I just think he's. I don't think he might. I don't.
He
think
is an arsehole.
Is he an asshole?
That's what I've heard.
He doesn't come across as. He just looks passionate to me.
Nah, man. Calling up Complex and shouting over the phone.
Yeah, but did they disrespect him?
I can't remember what they did.
Because if they did disrespect him,
What did they do? Can't remember.
that's what I'm saying. It depends on what he called him before. If they disrespected him, and also depending on who the person is, he has every right to call up and start wilding out, depending on the situation. I don't feel like you calling someone up and saying, "Yo,
Oh,
what the
no,
fuck's
no,
your problem?"
I personally wouldn't have given Complex that much energy. But if it was a thing of disrespect, then I can understand.
That's what I'm saying. It depends on the if it's literally they were ranking top 10s and he wasn't there. You can't really call them and wilding out.
Mate, if we give Yes Jules that energy, Complex should definitely get that energy.
That's all. And then it depends.
What
We
energy?
You said that you wouldn't have given Complex that energy that Wale gave to them.
That's because Complex is a network. Yeah, yes, Jules is a person. It's easier to keep this. It's easier to be that to her. And Complex genuinely get a lot of things wrong.
they actually do.
So to point out all of their faults.
But it depends on. That's what I'm saying.
Long.
Depending on the flagrancy of the disrespect, I don't mind Wale calling them up. But Wale should definitely be bigger than he is.
I
Definitely.
think Fab.
albums.
I
Fab.
Yeah, I don't understand why Fabulous didn't end up getting bigger. He
He
had
didn't
it,
spell his
he
name
had
right,
it all. He also had that formula. He kind of had that LL Cool J formula where he could appeal to the ladies and then appeal to
And he had a great
man
start.
them as well.
He had a great start.
Yeah,
He had a great start.
I don't know what happened with Fab, but he's one of my favorites though. So I still fuck with
Is he?
Fab. Yeah, I love
real?
Fab. Yeah, for sure. I can't really think of anyone else, man. I'm not gonna say Jay Electronica.
I mean, the jury's still out, isn't it?
I mean,
The jury's still out.
he's better than everyone.
You just
we
want
named
3
though.
minutes.
I feel you, man.
Don't bite.
He's nicer than everyone we've named, though.
Of course.
Yeah,
That's what. But that's the annoying thing about
wait,
Jay Electronica.
he's nicer than Kiss.
Yes. Come on, man.
Kiss is.
Jada Kiss.
Yes.
Don't say it like that though.
Yo,
Yes.
Yebby, we're boys.
Let's not.
Don't point all
You
cap.
no.
You're
not
putting it
saying
all in
that- I'm not-
capitals. You're putting it all in
I
capitals.
don't know if he's
fam.
nicer than
You
Kiss,
man
bro.
are so sensitive. I'm not saying yes, of course he does. Like Jadakiss isn't even that good. I'm not saying that. I'm saying yes to be like, of course he does. Personally, in my opinion, I think he does. It's not any disrespect to Jadakiss. I just think Jay Elect raps a lot, well, not a lot better, but he raps better.
But is that to do with content? Because of what you like to hear?
No, because I like
No,
Jadakiss'
yo.
content.
Yo.
I just think the skill-wise, Jay Elect.
Yo. Yeah.
You feel me?
Yeah.
Alright, cool.
Yeah.
What?
J-Leg.
Exactly.
Yo, J-Leg gets busy, man.
Thank you.
J-Leg gets busy.
I'm just saying.
Kiss is still my top 5, but J-Leg gets busy.
Again.
J-Electronica.
Shout out Jay. Shout out Kiss.
But then we know why J-Electronica's... I don't
Yeah,
think he's
you
on this
know,
list.
you know.
I don't think he's on this list. He's just a lazy bastard.
Yeah, I think Royce, the 5'9", is very talented. I feel like he should be recognised more. Maybe not commercially be bigger, but just should
What about
be.
Cookie Die?
Huh?
What about Cookie Die?
Nah.
Nah. Them man, they're in a lane and they're happy to be in that lane.
Yeah.
I don't see any like big potential.
I think,
Oh,
I think
absolutely.
Royce. I think I would like for Royce to get a bit more shine though.
I think it's on the way.
Shout out Fonte. I've always thought he had the talent to be bigger. I feel like Drake got a lot of his.
Pardison.
Huh?
Pardison Fonte.
Who?
Who are you talking about?
Fonte from Little Brother.
Oh. I thought you meant backing out Fonte.
Who?
Never mind.
Who's
There's
he,
another-
who's he talking about?
There's another Fonte that's got a song called Backing Out with Cardi B.
Nah, bro.
That's all I'm saying, isn't it?
Nah, bro.
Don't know who that is. We're talking about Little Brothers.
I know, my bad. So where do we go from here?
But yeah, no. R.I.P.
Take a
Big
look.
L as well. Big L should have been bigger. Unfortunately, you know.
Died.
Yeah. Damn, you said like that for man.
Yo, chill. Yo, allow it, bro.
But yeah, I
They even
can't-
do nothing, man.
Fair enough.
But yeah, man.
But yeah, it's a lot of them. It's a lot of them, and there's probably going to be a lot more. But obviously, the rest is yet to be seen. I suppose it's time for the next topic, guys.
Yeah, man. This is the debate that we constantly having with
Sister
specifically with Mo, to be quite fair, because obviously he's from North, he's from Tottenham, so he reps.
I don't do nothing,
He
guys.
reps his area with a lot of passion.
I don't
so
do nothing,
We're
guys.
constantly debating what area or what part of London has the best rappers.
Which is quite clear.
So obviously Mo's gonna.
It's quite clear,
Yeah,
guys.
you know what, Mo? You start off in it.
It's quite clear, guys.
So obviously, yeah, well,
It's quite clear,
it's
guys.
north, south, east, and west.
No,
which part
we're
of
not doing
London
that.
has the
No.
best?
We're
rap?
gonna,
No, let's do that.
No. We're gonna do north, east, south, west later.
Nah, let's
All
do
I'm
that.
saying-
Do you know
no,
why
no,
we should
no,
do
no.
that to begin with?
Why?
Because let's just say we have one rapper from Peckham.
No. All I'm saying is, let me talk. All I'm saying is, yeah, as a set area, whether it's divided up, say north, east, south, whether you want to say Brixton, Peckham, whatever, I'm saying as a set area, as a set postcode, no one raps better than people from Tottenham.
Yeah, but that's not fair though.
Why is that not fair?
Because most rappers come from Tottenham.
So what does that mean?
Then it's not fair.
No, but what does that mean?
That
If
is
most
not
rappers
fair.
come from Tottenham, does
Yes.
that mean that doesn't mean they're the nicest?
No, it just means that you guys have a lot of talent there, and you have
We're the nicest.
You have a lot of rappers.
That's because we're the nicest.
Nah,
You're bugging.
listen, I'm not saying that.
So you don't think Tottenham, honestly, as a set area, don't have the nicest rappers?
You have a lot of great rappers.
Now, I'm asking you a question.
I'm not saying you got the nicest though. No,
As a set area,
No.
don't divide up north, east, south, west.
no, you have to.
No, you don't have to.
I don't know if Tottenham got better rappers than Peckham.
Tell me Peckham's rappers.
Gigs.
Cool. He doesn't rap better than Rich Free too. That's all I'm saying. Like, if you want to divide it up, then cool, we can have a conversation.
Is Giggs talking to the best MCs from Tottenham?
He's not talking to three of them.
Who's the best
I
MC? Who's
Rich Free too.
Who's from Tottenham?
Rich Free too.
All right, cool.
Skepta.
All right, cool.
That's calm.
Okay.
That's what I'm saying.
All right, fine. All right, fine. You know what? Cool. Tottenham, maybe.
He doesn't rap better than Chip.
What Gigs?
Giggs does not rap better than Chipmunk.
I prefer listening to Gigs.
You prefer listen to him. I'm saying as a
No, he doesn't rap
rapper.
better than Chip. He doesn't rap
Cool.
better than Chip.
That's what, do you want me to continue naming names?
Go ahead, please.
Yeah, I don't like you, bro. I don't like you.
No, go ahead.
All I'm saying is, as a set area, no one is rapping between N17 and N15. That's all I'm saying.
The whole postcode. as
Between Seven Sisters and Northumberland Park, you are not rapping better than Tottenham.
well. Northumberland Park.
Whether it's Meridian or Broadwater Farm
You know what? You've got a case.
or North.
Okay, relax.
That's
Get
all
the
I'm
point.
Feel
saying.
me?
We get the
That's
point,
all I'm
we get the
saying.
point.
Thank you, guys. I appreciate you guys agree with me.
Yeah, okay.
Thank you,
I think
Peter.
I really don't want to. I swear down.
I'm
I
trying to
don't,
make a
but-
case for it, but even now I'm trying to search for like Graham MCs
You
from
Google
Bo,
it, fam.
from Bo.
Google, you know what? Take your time.
Yeah,
Obviously-
because East London have a lot of great rappers, particularly Bo.
I,
Graham was started in Bow.
If we're talking, What's your point?
if I'm not mistaken.
What's your point?
So a lot of I don't have a point. I'm trying to argue a case blindly. I won't lie to you.
Like, don't get me wrong. If we could have a conversation about a wider area, whether it's north, east, southwest, that's a wider conversation which we're gonna have. I'm just saying for the next minute, give me 60 seconds here.
Yeah, I'm gonna have to give it to Tottenham.
Okay,
I'm gonna
this
have
is
to
all
give it
I'm
All right,
saying.
fine, okay.
I can't think of
All right,
anything else.
all right, cool.
Because the more I'm looking at it, I'm looking at like
Yo, take your time, take your time. We got a deal as well, by the way.
I googled grime MCs from Bow.
Okay.
And there are a lot from East London, but not necessarily Bow.
Okay.
All right, let's split it now into regions.
Okay, wait. We also got Adele. That's what I'm saying.
Adele.
We also got Adele
Does
from
Adele
Tottenham.
rap?
Listen, fam, Adele's nice
I mean,
with
she
it.
could if she wanted to.
Adele's nice with it, fam.
Nice with what?
Adele's nice with it, fam.
The
with it.
vocals.
Yo, fam, 19, 21, 26.
I
fam.
heard that she
25.
I heard she copied a
That's
lot
close.
of her vocal styles from
Black people?
Yeah, man.
So where do we go from here, fam? You're not taking away from Adele, fam.
Just
You know
saying.
what that was? You know what it was?
So there's
you
lack
know the
of-
Odell Beckham, Puff Daddy.
So there's a lack of
That's
originality
what I
there.
would
Say?
There's a lack of originality.
I mean, nothing's original today.
I mean, we are talking about MCs though, to be fair. So
Adele can
Yeah,
rap.
but he dropped Adele though.
let's stay on that. I don't know why.
I'm
he
trying to
said that.
discredit that.
I don't know why he said that.
What'd you say?
But it's not gonna. He's already won.
Terry Walker
No,
sings
say that
better
again.
than Adele.
Yo, yeah, me say that again?
So what?
I already won.
You won the Tottenham thing.
All right, cool. So next time you address the podcast, it's Mo and Crew.
No. If you want, man. If you want.
No, let's do areas.
All right,
Because I
let's
don't think North has the best rappers.
That's a conversation.
No.
No, that's definitely a conversation.
That's what I'm saying. I just feel like the Tottenham thing's clear.
okay, fine.
Like by a landslide.
Tottenham thing's clear.
The Tottenham
Okay,
thing is
cool.
By
That's
a
fine.
landslide.
Relax on the land.
No, honestly, it's by a landslide. Like where City, the next areas Bournemouth?
Bournemouth.
Yeah, that's the gap.
Yo, this guy's chatting.
What are you talking about?
Like the gap between Tottenham rappers and like another set area.
Oh,
That's the
no,
gap.
You're a bastard. You're a bastard.
That's the gap.
You trying to say Premier League Championship?
Yeah.
Come on, man. Relax. It's not that. It's not that.
You feel
It's
me?
not that.
We've
No,
won the-
let's. Okay, cool.
Bo is probably Bo was a close second. You got
I can't-
You got Wiley. You
You
got
continue.
Dizzy. You
Okay.
got Tinchy.
Okay.
Definitely.
Okay.
And those are the only three I can think of.
Cool,
right now.
cool.
That's the only ones I've seen in the list.
That's it, yeah?
Those are the ones I've seen in the
It's
list.
all over, Jack.
Okay, you know what? I'm happy to give it to Tottenham.
That's what I'm saying. Let's move on.
But let's now do like areas.
I don't want to do that.
No, let's do it.
Why
We're
not?
gonna split it into North, South, East, and West.
And let me get my Google
North
search.
are not winning convincingly. East alone have Kano, Wiley, Tinchy.
By the way, are we talking just rapping?
Yes.
Yeah.
Bars.
Okay, just bars.
Yes.
I don't rate Wiley.
That's crazy.
Cool. Where do we go from here?
We're still doing.
You don't
the-
rate Wiley. I don't listen to him, but you can't not rate him.
Why not?
He can bar. He just can't make great music.
I can't. All I'm saying is, me personally, don't rate Wiley. Just a personal opinion from Muhammad is I do not rate Wiley
But
as
you
a
respect him,
rapper.
no?
I respect him. I
You
respect him.
But you respect his skill.
Yes, but I don't rate him as a like.
Oh, fine, you don't have to rate him.
He's
As
a
long as you-
pioneer.
As long as you respect him.
He's a
that's fine.
pioneer. I can't shit on Wiley. He's one of the godfathers. I'm not shitting on Wiley.
No, you can. He doesn't make good albums.
I'm just saying, yeah. I've never said to myself, "Let me rap Genius Wiley."
Rap genius.
That's what I'm saying. I've never thought, yo, what the fuck is he saying? I don't understand these double entendres from.
Yeah, I listened to Treading on Thin Ice like in the office like a couple of days ago. Yeah, it's not good.
That's what I'm saying. So you saying Wiley isn't really.
All right,
Oh my God.
Can I finish?
Okay.
All right, cool. So I said Kano,
Cool.
Wiley,
Cool.
Tinchy, Strider,
Uh-huh.
Maxter,
Maxter?
DWE.
Lethal Bizzle.
You say Maxter?
Yeah, he was
Alright,
good.
Double S killed him. That's just a
Or
fact.
they clash?
Double S killed him.
Did they clash?
No, they were just going back and forth. Double S killed him.
Yeah, but that's supposed to happen though.
Okay,
Anyway,
cool. I'm just saying this is the North argument.
all right, bro. Let me finish. DWE, Dizzy, Gets, Rough Squad, J Haas. I think Merkston's from East. I think he's from
Asterisk.
East. I need to asterisk.
Asterisk, no one.
From West, I got no one because I don't know who's from.
No,
West.
AJ Tracy, Big Zoo, Fredo. I'm just trying to rep the set. You know what I'm saying? I'm trying West. I'm trying for you.
Big Zoo.
Big Zoo.
He's good.
Shut
though.
up on Big Zoo.
He's
I didn't
actually
say
good,
that. Yo,
yeah.
shout out to Big Zoo.
Thank you. So put some respect on his name.
Ooh.
I can't think of any like older generation rappers from West.
So West is out of it.
All right, so West is out of it. So, all right,
South.
cool. So North. No, I'm going to do
Oh,
North.
do
now.
South, do South.
No, I'm going to do North. Then I'll do South.
No, do South.
Keep the best till last.
Oh, you think South wins?
Listen, let me just finish. So North, we've got Double S, we've got Wretch, we've got Flirter D.
Why did you say it like that?
Yo, Fleur D, I
But I think
respect you, bro.
Bashy's from Northwest.
Fleur D, that counts as North. Fleur D, I respect you, bro.
We've got Akala.
So we got Bashy, yeah?
Yeah,
We got Akala.
Akala. Black the Ripper.
Okay.
Chip.
Okay.
Wretch.
Okay.
Frisco.
Scorcher.
Jamie?
Frisco. Jamie, Skepta, Sims.
Okay.
That's North London.
Okay. So we got someone that's got album of the year.
Can I do South?
Cool.
Let me do South.
I'm shutting my
P
mouth.
Money. Shout out P Money.
Oh, shout out to
P-Money.
P Money. though.
Show-
P-Money,
throw your
yeah.
P's up.
You forgot to put Terminator in Tottenham.
Is he from Tottenham? Terminator.
You said Terminator.
Terminator.
All right, cool.
I
Alright,
do
cool, no,
my-
you can have him. No,
I
they,
do-
they can have him.
I do
Yeah,
my
yeah,
job.
have him.
I do my job.
No, we can.
I do my job. Yo, fam, shout out to Terminator.
So yeah, South. We've got P Money, got Dot Rotten, got Gigs, Cash Tastic.
Yo, fam, didn't Cash Tastic get sent to
Cash-tastic.
Jamaica, fam?
You got Dave.
Yo, Cash
Dave,
Tastic. No, I'm not having it.
No,
Cash
we
got an
Tastic-
album of the year as well. We got an album of the year as well.
Cash Tastic had one freestyle and they got sent to Jamaica, but you want to add him on the list.
Listen, we've got Cash Tastic, we've got Dave, we've got Abby Ade, we've got Roots Maneuver,
Shout out to Abby Adi.
Rodney P, Young's Teflon, Roadside G's, Tiny Temper, Stormzy, Flo Hio, Octavian, Krypton Conan, G Fresh,
This is definitely biased.
and So Solid. No one's beating South.
Okay, cool. Can you pass me that list? No, I'm trying to have a
That's
look at it.
definitely biased. You got like 3 times the number of names for South
hold
than
on,
any
hold on.
other region.
No, I want to.
I'm with it though. I'm with it. I
feel me?
support that.
Hold on.
I support that 100%.
Hold on.
We've got
First of all,
Okay.
Cash Tastic don't count.
Why?
I'm not going off one freestyle.
Nah, yeah.
Which was nice, by the way.
He had a couple tunes.
His freestyle was nice. His freestyles were nice.
He had a couple tunes.
Name me one.
Cash. That's what he used to say.
No,
Who
I
knows
said,
his ad-lib?
no, I said name me a song of his.
Oh, I can't remember.
But you want to put him on the list.
Yeah. Feel me?
Cool.
You get me, fam?
You honestly,
all this. What you can see Mo right now. He's got that paper in his hand. He looks like a receptionist. G.
fam, nah, this is irritating me. You know that. I swear on everything I love. Oh, this is. You're telling me you really think South better than North?
Nah, of course I don't.
This is all I'm
Yeah,
saying.
nah, North got it, man. North
Fact-
got it, man.
And
Wait,
Pete
so
used to
you
argue.
talking strictly bars.
Yeah,
Strict- that's
yeah,
all-
yeah. Strictly,
lit-
completely being objective.
Honestly,
Come on, man.
just bars.
Yeah, for sure.
That's all it comes down to.
You got it.
Okay, say that again.
But
Fingers
East,
though,
East,
fingers
East
though,
are
fingers though,
very,
fingers
very
though,
close.
Fingers though. How much of
I
those
mean,
bars?
what did Nelly say? What did Nelly say?
You tell me, you're the fan.
Fingers.
2 is not a winner. 3, nobody remembers. Right?
Who's free? West.
West is fourth, bro.
Yeah, I know. But in it's because of the line, innit? But to be fair, when it comes to North, how much of the bars are like condensed to like 4 people? Wretch. That's what you can say, Scout.
Yeah, Yemi, talk that shit.
You know what I'm saying? Like, I think there's a disparity between the God MCs and everybody else.
I don't care. Our top 4's better.
Who's your top 4?
We win Champions League.
Who's your top four?
Wretch.
Yeah,
Skepta.
yeah.
Let me look at this list.
Can Skepta rap better than Gigs?
Akala. Am I a dickhead? We got a Bashi. Akala. Miss Dynamite. who's
No, 4. Pick 4.
No, I'm saying as a.
Yeah, but you need to pick your best 4
because I
from
didn't
North.
pre the list that you had. I didn't even know Akala was from North. I thought he was from Northwest.
Does that not count as North?
That counts. God bless you. This ain't even close. You're telling me right now we got Miss Dynamite, who's the nicest out of all the females. We got Akala. We got Skepta. We got Rich. Stop it, bruv. Stop it. Stop it.
Is Miss Dynamite the nicest out of all the females?
We say you want to put Lisa Mafia against her.
I was thinking that.
Look at your life.
What, as a rapper?
Look at your life,
I'm
fam. You
trying.
yo, fam. Come on.
Let's not disrespect Lisa Matthews.
No, shout out to Lisa Mafia, fam.
You know what it is?
Fam.
You know what it is? I'll give it to North solely for the fact of some of the best MCs are from there. I think in the case of South,
Give me a piece of
there
paper
are-
back.
In the case of South, we have a lot of up and coming young guns. We have Miss Banks, we have Dave, we have Octavian, we have Flo Hio.
You forgot
they have
Avelino.
yet to- Avelino too.
forgot.
And we
Oh,
have
yeah,
yet-
true.
and we have yet to see their greatness. Well, apart from Dave to an extent. So North has that advantage in the sense of they've had MCs that have been.
I agree with you. I think up
Bro.
and coming. Wait, hold on. I think up and coming, North, that isn't holding
Up
up
and
its
coming
weight.
itself, 100%.
That's what I'm saying. We're saying as of right now, who wins?
we're
Up and
talking
coming
legacy,
North.
we're
Don't.
talking legacy.
That's all I'm saying.
All right, we're gonna have this conversation again in a couple of years.
I think
I mean, you lot can.
for a Carla,
No, we're going
Oh
to.
no, I'm retired.
Why are you scared for?
I'm
For a
retired.
Carla alone.
We got a Carla, bro. I'm sorry, fam. He
Yeah.
was probably smarter than everyone on that list.
I mean, yeah, of course.
But East, the best rappers from East, if I'm picking 4, it's not clear cut if we're picking the best rappers from
We're not
North.
doing that. We're talking as a.
No, but I'm just saying, though,
And I feel you.
Who are the best? Who are your top 4 from East?
I'm gonna pick Kano, Gets,
Yep.
Merkston's underrated as fuck.
We don't know if it's
I
from
wouldn't
East.
put him in the top 4 though.
No, continue.
Merton
No,
bars,
wait.
though.
No, continue. Continue.
Have to throw Wiley, even though I don't really like mess with him.
They're not
like that.
beating our top 4.
Dizzy.
They're not still beating our top 4.
Wait, who's your top 4?
From North.
Yeah.
Wretch. Skepta. If we're talking just bars.
Yeah.
Akala.
All the people I just named
Chip.
rap better than Skepta.
So
None of them rap better than Wretch.
Okay, cool. Kano does.
Not better than Wretch.
Kano,
Yes, he does.
Wiley,
Kano
wait,
does not rap better than
Definitely
Wretch.
does.
Wait, wait,
Kano does
Kano,
not better than
Wiley-
Kano raps better than
Ken-
Wretch in
Kano
his
does not
sleep.
better than Wretch.
In his sleep.
Oh,
Hang
In
on.
his sleep.
Hang on.
yo, fam,
Kano,
you're going to die in your
Wiley-
life, fam.
Yeah. Kano Wiley gets dizzy. That's your top 4.
Yes.
Against Akala, Wretch,
Wretch.
Skepta, and Chip.
Come on.
I'm taking East.
Thank you. What are you
Alright,
talking
cool.
about,
That's
man?
fine. Take East, but as a whole, we're still taking North. So where do we go from here?
No,
Stop saying
because
that.
by that logic,
But we're not
I
doing
don't know
top
if we're-
4. We're not doing top
No,
4.
but the point
we're
we're- yeah,
not
but-
doing top 4. We're doing it as a general consensus.
Yeah, but the point we're making is the best rappers from East. are
But we're
better than
exactly as a whole.
Who raps better?
Cool. If your
Okay.
if your top 4 beat us, but then our next 8 beat your 8, we still win.
Who raps better, Wretch or Gets?
Gets.
Stop it. I know you man.
No, I'm chatting,
Cool. I was about to go
Wretch.
mad.
Yeah, Okay,
Wretch,
cool.
yeah.
I was gonna lose my mind.
All right. Who raps better, Akala or
Akala.
Gets?
Akala.
Gets.
Akala.
What? Yo, that's your bias.
Akala.
You don't believe that.
Bro,
You in your heart do
you
not
not want to
believe
go?
what you just said.
Go back to the first podcast, and you'll hear me say, "Shit, I forgot Akala." Can I double back?
Mo,
Am I wrong?
Mohammed,
Am I
you
wrong?
do not believe
No.
Gets raps.
Yo, my
You
friend,
don't believe Akala raps
You
better
need
than
to
Gets.
stop telling me and Yemi what we believe.
No,
you
I'm
told
telling
Yemi.
you- no, I'm
you
telling
told
you.
Yemi
I'm
he
telling
does
you
not
what you
like
believe.
us like that. Now you're telling me I don't like.
No, you don't.
Yo, what's your problem?
When was the last time you listened
Hey,
to
Mo,
Akala?
get him.
Honestly,
When was the last time you listened to Akala?
Honestly,
Yes.
I saw him on GMB TV on Friday.
When was the last time you listened to him rap?
That Friday, after I saw him with Piers Morgan.
When was the last time you listened to Gets?
You've got a look of disgust in your face, bro.
About 2 weeks.
Because I don't believe what this guy's
About 2
talking
weeks
about
ago.
right now.
About-
I think
about
you're
2 weeks.
just
I
a
don't like the way-
biasness.
Can you
I'm
slow down
giving
with
it
the
to
way you're
Gets,
talking?
though. I'm giving it.
Yeah.
Okay, cool.
I'm giving it.
Well, listen, I love Akala
Okay,
just
cool.
for what he does for
I'm
the
just
community
saying,
alone.
I'm saying,
But
I'm saying,
he does not rap better than Gets.
I'm saying, Akala wins.
All right. Kano or Chip?
That's
Kano.
not even close.
Kano.
Don't even
Kano.
ask me that
Kano.
question.
Kano.
Okay, cool.
Kano.
Kano or Akala?
Don't ask me that
Kano.
question.
Kano.
All the obvious,
Okay, fine,
all
fine,
the
fine.
obvious questions. I'm not answering.
No, but the fact, do you really think
All right.
wait, so to you, Wretch and Kano's clear?
Yeah, man.
That's your biasness.
Why?
That's not
Yeah,
clear.
I love Rich for you
Bro,
too. Why
that's
is it my
not,
biasness?
That's not clear. It's
It's-
impossible.
For me, it's clear.
Yo, if it comes to
It's like Jay and Nas.
Are you high?
It's clear.
Fam, so
Jay's
wait.
been better than Nas.
No, wait.
Whoa.
Yeah.
You're trolling. You're trolling.
Yes.
You're trolling.
What?
Wait. Jay's
Which
better.
troll?
Wait. Jay's
Which
clearly
kind
better than
troll?
Nas.
Huh?
Jay's clearly better than
man.
Nas.
Yeah, man. And it has been some way
You're
for
moving
some
mad.
time.
Yo, listen,
You're
fam.
moving
Whoever's
mad.
listening to the
You're moving
podcast,
mad.
if Peter don't
You're
make the
moving
next
mad.
one, yeah.
You're moving mad.
Yo,
I'm not
listen.
moving mad.
Yo, listen, wait.
You're moving mad.
Yo,
I'm
to
not
the-
moving
yo,
mad.
To the people listening to the podcast, if Peter don't make the
Jay-Z
next
is
one,
a
I've got an
better
M charge, fam. I've
rapper
got an M charge.
than Nas.
Oh, we're talking about rapping.
Am I a dickhead? Yo, I'm going to catch an M
thought
charge
we were-
today,
If I
fam.
take off these headphones and slap you,
I thought we
fam.
were
Yo,
talking about artists.
I'm going to catch an M charge, fam.
Oh yeah, of course, artists, of course.
Bro, all we're talking about is the bars. That's literally all this conversation was about.
If we're talking artistic,
If we're talking artistically, cool, Gets beats Akala.
No, hang on,
I'm
hang on,
literally
hang
just
on,
talking
hang
about
on,
bars
hang on.
only.
yeah, but if we're talking about bars, Gets beats Akala.
I don't
There's
think
no,
it's-
I don't think that's close either.
But you don't
Not
think,
to say that
but
Akala's.
you don't think Wretch and Kano's close, which I think you're lying.
Why do you think I'm lying?
You don't think Wretch and Kano's close.
I don't think
just,
anyone's near Kano.
This is what I'm saying. Just lyrically alone, you don't feel Wretch and Kano are close.
Nah,
My friend, you have a problem.
I don't.
You have a problem.
No, I don't.
Yeah, me, what about you? Because I want to know if there's a bias.
If you weren't
aspect
from,
here.
if you weren't from North, I don't think you'd say that.
And if I had my
Thing is,
father in my
you're
life,
from-
I would be
you're from
farmless.
North.
Where do we go from here?
You're from North, but you're saying that our bias is saying that Wretch is not the best.
No, your biasness is saying it's not even a conversation.
You would think that I'm from East.
saying that.
That's
I'm-
what. No. That's what.
I'm not
bias
from
is.
East.
My friend, you might as well be. Your biasness is saying it's not even a conversation.
But where's,
That's
where's the bias though?
the
What
way
am I biased
The way
with?
you're on Kano.
But you're the same with Wretch.
I don't think I am.
You definitely are.
I said it's a
think you are.
conversation.
It's definitely a conversation.
That's all I'm saying. But I prefer. I'm
So
not
why?
saying-
So me thinking that it's
You
not
think
close.
it's-
Why is that my bias though? Why can't that be
that's-
what I believe?
That's wild.
Why?
That's wild.
Why is that wild?
You see the way you said ass like that? It's wild. This
That's
is
not- that's
wild.
not the same conversation.
This is wild.
That's not the same convo.
Nah, fam. You have a problem.
No, I don't.
Oh.
You
No,
have
no,
a
no,
problem,
no,
bro.
No. I think Wretch is talking to Kano, but
That's
I think Kano is a better MC.
I want to ask you.
You did it. You literally just
I know I
asked me.
did.
Fucking hell.
I don't think anyone's like
If
chatting
we're talking,
Kano,
but if we're
man.
talking artistically though, who's got it, East or North? Personally, I think it's North.
No,
Well, artistically.
Yeah.
no, well, look.
Yeah,
we-
yeah, I might.
No,
Yeah,
no.
I'll give it to North
We
then.
agree North wins, yeah?
I think East are more pioneers, but
I think
North
this is
are-
a great conversation. Top 4, cool, I might give it to you guys. Generally, I'll give it to North, which we all agree with here. The separate conversation, I'm really irritated with.
What, Kano and Rich?
Yeah.
Yo, that's to me, that's not close.
I don't feel... if you tell me right now, like Yemi would be...
Yeah,
if
but-
you're telling me Yemi, like Yemi
Yeah, but
saying...
Mo, we
Wait, let me
like
talk.
different things,
No,
bro.
let me talk. Yemi saying, cool, he'll give it to Kano, but it's not. You're making that like the GOAT is legit. Fuck Arsenal and Wigan, bro.
No, you're taking it that way. Because,
Bro, do you know the way
no,
you said? You said clear with capital
No, you
letters.
said-
Yeah,
It's
but
not
you're
even a
but you're
conversation.
taking it that way and comparing bringing Wigan into it because of how much you love Wretch. We like different things in MCs,
I feel you.
so you can't come
But
and
you
tell
feel
me
like
that
it's
what I'm
clear,
saying is
like
right.
clear.
Yes,
3-0,
yes,
30.
yes.
A body.
But hang on. But to say,
And that this is not me taking anything
know
away
it's
from
not.
Wretch because I absolutely love Wretch.
So
Man.
is Wretch second to you?
Yeah, without that's not even close.
yeah, but to say,
See,
it's not a
exactly the same
conversation
way I
is-
say that Kano being number 1 isn't close. Wretch being number 2 isn't close. Gets being number 3 isn't close.
So you just put
These
Kano-
are clear
so
margins for me.
Kano's that high to you.
Yeah, man, for sure.
For real.
He encompasses everything that I look for in an MC.
I mean, it's a great conversation. I just feel like Wretch wins.
You would say that you're from North,
I don't like you.
bruv. It's true.
I don't like you.
It's true.
Because, bruv, you know what's mad, yeah? Was it us lot that was on the night out and then had people agree with me? And they weren't even from North. So it's not a wild statement. You're making it like it's a
not- it's
wild
not a wild
statement.
No, but we know you. The listeners don't know you. We know how much you really fuck with North rappers. So
I don't think I'm biased.
I think you are.
You're definitely biased. Someone who isn't biased, someone who is biased would say they're not biased.
Yeah, me. Am I biased?
Yeah, me?
You are biased.
Okay, God
What
bless
with
you.
this? What with Kano?
Yeah.
Why am I? How?
I think you're biased because for you to say it's not a conversation, come on, bro.
But why is that me being biased? Why can't I just be how I feel?
I think the bias comes from the fandom. 'Cause the same way he's a super fan of Wretch, you're a super fan of Kano, there's going to be an element
if I
of
said-
bias from both sides.
But if I said to you that in the last 6 months I've listened to Wretch more than I've listened to Kano, would you still call me biased?
For you to then say that Wretch is not talking to Kano.
Yes. I don't believe it's me being biased. Me saying Jay's better than Nas, that was a joke. And that was clear bias because everyone knows how much I love Jay.
Yeah.
But for me to say Kano's way better, I don't think that's biased.
No, it's just that common.
I think Black Thought raps better than everybody.
No, you're not
There's
just
there is a bit of bias there, but I genuinely believe no one has the skills that he does.
It's just when you hear way better,
But
that
do you-
always encompasses.
hang on,
like-
hang on.
Do you know what I mean? The gap, it sounds wild.
Hang on. Do you feel the same way about Kano, though?
What?
What you just said about Black Thought?
What? Rapping way better?
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't think anyone in the UK will rap better than Kano.
Where's Kano of all time for you?
What, in the UK?
Ever?
What, you mean US and UK?
Yeah.
He's probably not even in my top 10.
All right, cool.
So that's why I don't think
No, I
I'm
just asked
biased.
that question because I just want to know how high Kano is to you of all time.
Am I overrating him? You man are making me feel like
No,
I'm
I
no,
don't
you're
think you're
not
overrating him
overrating
at all.
him.
I
You're
don't
not
think you're
overrating
overrating him at all because Kano's second to me. So the same way you look at Wretch is maybe the same way I look at Kano because Kano's.
Yeah, but the way I see it is,
Second.
if you're saying you're biased towards Black Thought because you feel like he does things that
No, but that's
one
my
else-
favoritism though. That's because of what?
You have favoritism towards Kano then? Maybe it's the word bias that you have a problem with.
Maybe.
It's definitely favoritism.
You reckon?
100%. 100%. Because if you're saying the same thing about Kano that you would say about Black Thought, and you made it clear that that's your favoritism about Black Thought, you got to keep the same energy for Kano.
But if I listen to Wretch more than I listen to Kano, can it still really be my favoritism?
Yes, because
Yeah.
it's what you prefer.
That's what you prefer.
But I'm listening to Wretch more. So clearly there's something there.
Yeah,
down-
but you still prefer Kano. It doesn't matter how much you listen to Wretch. You can still have a preference over Kano. It's like me listening to Jay-Z all the time, but still saying Nas is the best, which he is.
so, is, so is that your preference then?
Nas, yeah.
So what's the difference between you thinking Nas is better than Jay and that just being what you like as opposed to you being biased?
Okay, maybe not so much bias, but it's favoritism. Because that's the kind of music you enjoy. That's the kind of rapping you enjoy. Even if you want to listen to Jay-Z 10 million times or Wretch 10 million times, but you still prefer Kano, that's because he makes the type of music that you enjoy the most. That's favoritism.
Okay, then I guess that clouds a lot of debates then, because there's always going to be a level of favoritism.
Oh, yeah, it's all
Opinions,
subjective. It's
isn't
all
it? It's all
subjective.
opinions,
It's all
isn't it? It's all
subjective.
opinions.
It's kind of hard to have an objective conversation in hip hop because you're gonna be like clouded by your own judgments of people like Wretch, who he considers the best, and who have the same energy for someone like Kano.
Who do you feel is the best, Yemi?
UK,
Yeah.
Kano,
Okay.
personally.
See what I'm saying,
Why are
fam?
you smiling, man?
Because, like, I don't, bruv, you'd be surprised the amount of people that
But that's
feel
my fa- but that's
the
my
way
favoritism.
I do
But that's
about
my
Bro,
Kano.
you need to understand what I'm saying. Yo, let me know, I'm going to say the same thing you
But
said.
that's my
I
favoritism,
am
though.
not
That's my
saying
favoritism.
Kano's whack.
No, but
Kano's number 2 for me of all time in the UK. Kano is not to whack. Wretch
I
is
don't
just,
even like how that sounds.
that's what I'm saying though, but the way you're coming across it, like I'm saying Kano's dead. I'm not saying Kano's dead. Just Wretch is first.
And you're making me feel the exact same way about
Aight,
what I'm saying about
then
Wretch.
Then we just got to rock on.
Yeah, we just got rock hard, didn't it?
However, just so the fans have got a clear understanding, we all agree collectively as a unit here, North wins.
Yeah, well, unfortunately.
We've already agreed.
And we all agree collectively, just because I want the fans to, have a bit of
I do want to say one more
clarification.
thing about
Give
the
it-
favoritism thing.
Yeah, 2 seconds, 2 seconds.
Go ahead.
Just so the fans have got clarification, and I don't want them going home thinking, oh, what did they decide? We all agree Tottenham wins as well.
We agree that
Okay.
Tottenham is the best area for MCs.
God bless
We
both of
also
you.
agree that North is the best area for MCs.
God bless both of you.
100%. But one thing I would like to say, with regards to you're loving this. One thing,
See, I'm staying quiet. I didn't want to admit that, man.
but one thing I would want to say about the favoritism thing, with me and Kano, I grew up listening to him. P's and Q's is like one of my first major introductions to grime. So that is always going to hold a special place for me. Wretch came much later. Wretch may rap better. That's subjective, but at the same time, it's what you attach to a
No, you're
certain
right.
person.
You're right. Because when I was growing up, I was the opposite. I remember Punctuation. I remember Teacher Training Day, which was his first ever mixtape. I literally remember having that CD and then burning onto my computer. Like, legit. Like, I remember this vividly. So,
Yeah, I'm kind of with Yemi on
yeah,
this,
but I
man.
think it's honestly, we had the
Because that
same.
home sweet home meant a
Yeah,
lot to me.
So
I
that,
think-
in a sense,
I feel like
is a
I-
bias.
Yeah, because we both got attached to these guys early. Like, Teacher Training Day was one of the first mixtapes I ever had. And that's for Wretches. It was amazing, by the way. I don't know if anyone's ever listened to it. I don't know if you guys have.
Not teacher training. No.
Teacher Training Day was amazing.
I remember punctuation though.
Yeah, Punctuation, and then he had a song called My Life, which was on the first track on the album. Still remember that song. Dope song.
Feel you.
But yeah, you're right. I think that's where the biasness comes because you get attached to these guys. What?
Yeah.
Don't get me wrong. Kano's fucking amazing.
Yeah, but it makes for great debates because it's someone's bias going up against another person's bias,
get
and
a
that's why
passion
we're
out
having
of it.
shouting matches.
Yeah. for real.
Sometimes you need to shout.
Sometimes
Yeah,
you need to
it's true.
shout.
He's still my guy.
Even with a sore throat.
Even with a sore throat, my man is shouting to the high
Can you
heavens.
imagine?
Mad thing.
I know, man.
But hey, that's another podcast done.
I won't lie. I
guys.
got a little bit heated there, man. I felt it, man.
Really?
Yeah, I'm not gonna lie,
I
we
was-
did.
Yeah, a little bit. I felt
Really?
it. Yeah.
I could see the computer. Your levels were up. They were
I
mad.
just-
I'm inside.
Can I just say to everyone listening, so far Peter's had 3 debates in 3 arguments in 3 podcasts running.
Nah,
Whether
don't
me
make me
or
out to be that
Yemi.
guy, man.
That's
want-
true.
I just want everyone to
You are the
notice
common
that.
denominator in all this.
I just
I'm
want
the
everyone to
I'm the
notice
problem.
Me
that.
and Mo haven't argued
You
yet.
know
I
what I
think.
mean? Nah, I think maybe, I don't know.
I don't think
Nah,
we
we
have.
haven't.
I don't know if
It's
you
just
have.
one person. That's all I'm saying.
Yeah.
So what are you
true.
trying to say?
It's you, fam.
So I'm the problem.
Yeah,
You man trying to
problem.
replace me now?
Yeah, we're gonna
Listen, over my dead body, you ain't
Whoa,
replacing
whoa, whoa,
me.
whoa,
Everyone-
I'm
relax.
here.
Relax.
I'm here.
Plus, we record in your house. So
Fam.
like,
You feel me?
be a bit peak.
Everyone want to believe that I'm the problem child, but it's really Peter,
So it's
fam.
me.
Yeah,
I'll
bro,
take
bro.
that, man. I'll take that.
Take that, because that's the truth.
And everyone that feels like I disrespected anyone last week. Life, innit?
Yeah, I've got
Where
a
do
lot
we,
of...
where, no. Where do we go from here?
No,
Yeah,
we're
where
going to
do we
address
like,
that because I've got a lot of complaints about the flowetry disrespect.
Yo, listen, I love them. They're queens.
Stop.
If someone
don't do
thought-
that. Don't do
No,
that.
I
Don't
love
do
them.
that.
Yeah, no,
listen.
let him do it.
No, listen, they're queens. I love them with all
Yes.
my heart. Shout out to
Queens.
Marsha.
This is exactly
however,
what he deserves.
however,
Nah, stop there.
However,
No, wait. No,
however,
stop there. Why you got to keep going?
No, wait, let me talk. I'm not distracted. Let me talk. I love Marsha. So I love her with my heart.
Marsha
I'm not-
who?
I'm not saying her surname. fam. Stop it, fam.
Ambrosius, man. Let's
Yeah.
just put some respect
Alright,
on
cool.
the name.
Shout out to Marsha, bro. All I'm saying is,
Said it wrong again.
if you vote for Donald Trump, you deserve a little bit of slander.
Listen, we're not doing
You're
that.
queens, don't get me wrong. Shout out to Marsha and Marsha.
He didn't though.
That's the maddest part. This guy's actually created a narrative.
Yo, listen, fam. This, yo,
Well, actually, we don't know, but
Yo, listen.
still. Like,
Bro, she...
yo, listen, if this gets us viral, yeah, let it get us viral, fam.
Yo,
Marsha and Marsha voted for Donald Trump. But I love you guys. You're queens.
Jesus.
You're still a queen at the end of the day.
Queens.
Shout out to Marsha and Marsha.
This guy, bro. Anyway, guys, that's all we have time for this week. We were going to get into another topic, but clearly all the arguing on this side of the room was
PR.
overtaking all that. So we will return to it next week. It's a doozy, so
It's a what?
it's a doozy. It's a doozy, no?
That's your brother.
That's my
Oh,
brother, for real,
for
for real.
sake. Anyway, just because I know words, innit? I know you went uni, but fucking hell.
I graduated. I graduated.
Yeah, Yemi sounded disgusting.
Yo, he sounded hurt. I graduated, by the way.
Can't even
everyone.
use words, bro.
I graduated.
And
That's what I'm saying.
you can still be done.
Yeah, but did you do your coursework?
You can still be done with a degree.
Yeah?
You didn't even do your own coursework.
The first year.
Whatever year.
First year.
Who
nah.
did it again?
Someone called Ike.
His name's Ike.
Yeah, fam. I got a funny story. Let the podcast
Yeah,
go,
yeah, we
fam.
got
Ike's
time.
a bit
Yeah,
of
off the mic,
Nah,
off the mic,
fam.
off the
Ike's a
mic.
loser, fam. I got a funny story for you.
My thing. Well, shout out Ike.
Nah, don't do
I
that.
hope
No,
you're
no,
listening.
take that back.
Why?
not?
Take that shout out back, fam.
Why?
I'll tell you later, fam.
All right, fair enough.
You better remove that shout out.
Alright, man.
That's going to get edited out.
Unshout out Ike.
If it doesn't get edited
Sorry,
out,
Ike.
take it back.
My thing. All right, guys. Thank you for listening once again. We will be back at our regularly scheduled time of like 2 weeks from now. Whatever you're doing, whoever you're with, shout out to all you, man. and hope you have lovely days.
Yeah, man. Thanks for listening, man. We're getting a lot of good feedback, a lot of support
Yeah, keep it coming.
from all over the place, man. Not just like England, which is very surprising. I wasn't expecting that, so it's quite humbling. So yeah, man. Please, man, just keep listening. Keep giving us your critique.
Any feedback's welcome.
Yeah, man.
Just
We
DM
just
us, any
appreciate the
feedback's
time that
welcome.
you man take to listen. That's like means a lot.
And address us as Mo and Crew, because clearly he was the winner of today.
God bless America.
And on that note, we will see you in a bit. Peace.